So hope it doesn't crash in like the next few seconds.
Welcome to a black screen. This is going to be one of my most professional streams ever. There will be no problems whatsoever. And I totally didn't get like several errors when I was going into OBS and starting up the stream today. I don't know what those were. It doesn't seem like there's any issues. Seem like there's any issues so far, but let's see if this works. There we are.
Select profile.
It is working.
Stream is still black. Wait. No, it's not. No, it's not anymore.
Yep. It was just black for a bit there. It needed time for it to switch over. It seems like.
Fit. Oh, why'd you have to hold my family hostage so you can make me watch this?
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's just how it'd be. I do want to go back for something here, though.
The fuck is a create? Why is there like creating new profiles?
Because there's multiple profiles here. As Joey never played a video game before. I actually want to go out of this because there is an intro I want to go back to, and I thought I could go back to the title screen, but it doesn't let me.
All right.
Once again, professional stream, everyone. I totally know what I'm doing. Also, technically, we do have someone else in the stream currently, but they are choosing to remain silent.
He's choosing to remain silent. He doesn't want his family in danger.
Yep. It's showing up for you there on the Discord stream there.
It is! It's on YouTube stream as well.
Yeah, I wanted to show you this intro, because this was one of the first trailers for this game, and I think it's definitely one of the best like encapsulations of what it's all about here. Like, Assassin's Creed used to be one of the best examples of cinematic trailers for games. When they really actually like tried to get down the feel of them.
Yeah, again, I feel like cinematic trailers can work in some contexts, but a lot of them just kind of fail.
So yeah, one of the most popular fun facts about this game, it was supposed to be a Prince of Persia game.
I can see it.
But at one point, they decided, okay, this is getting too ambitious, we need to actually do something different with this. And they decided to get rid of the Prince of Persia aspect and try setting it in more realistic history, specifically during the Crusades in the Middle East.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, just based on this game largely takes place in the past and whatnot. Yeah,
and yeah, that's one of the things about this cinematic trailer I really like is that it really focuses on what really happens in the game itself, because this isn't really some sort of like bombastic thing like look at all this cool stuff happening. No, it really just encapsulates a lot of stuff that this game would be all about. Because like here's the thing, Assassin's Creed is one of the most interesting series, given that almost every game there's only one game in the series that I could definitely call an art piece, and that's this game. This game was an art piece because it was challenging. It was one that people couldn't get into easily. It tried stuff that none of the other games did because they tried to be more friendly to consumers. But because of that, it meant that a lot of the appeal that people found in the series originally wasn't there anymore. It kind of got muddy. It kind of got muddied as it went along. Even though it was obviously more pleasing to general consumers, it meant that the more artistic aspect of it kind of got glossed over more and more.
Even like 2 and Black Flag.
2 and Black Flag. Here's the thing: 2 and the games following that were good until like Assassin's Creed 3, where it felt like by that point the story was definitely becoming less of a focus. And it felt like it was more just trying to be like a Hollywood movie and stuff. And, you know, when you try being a Hollywood movie, that's when a lot of the problems start to come in. Black Flag was a great game, mostly because it had some great people helming it, but not because the creative direction from the actual studio itself was that good. A lot of bad decisions were made with Black Flag. But I think it was still a great game nonetheless. It was just after that a lot of the issues started coming in. But I wanted to kind of go through why exactly this game stands out so much from the others, and you'll see that right from the start here. Right from when we start a new game, because I did actually test this out a bit.
So I literally know nothing about the series. You know, I'm kind of I'm very anti-Ubisoft. I don't support any Ubisoft products.
Understandable, which is kind of the reason why I wanted to do this, just so that I could kind of show you why exactly you probably should support them.
And to know madness and folly. I perceive that this also was a chasing after wind.
So yeah, he started in a fever dream.
Much wisdom is much grief.
Look at all the face with women.
Yeah, holy crap.
I hope you're taking all this information, Joey. This is the only tutorial in the game.
Really?
No, I'm joking.
Got a problem.
Oh, I was about to say.
But here's the thing. This game plays around with the fourth wall a lot. Like,
retreating.
Using these glitching tutorials and stuff is incredibly cool.
Yeah, because the only thing I really know is like what I've seen from that one Assassin's Creed movie trailer, where it's like you play as you're actually some guy from the future who's like getting the memories of the past or some shit.
Yeah, that's the one thing you can say about Assassin's Creed movie. It is very true to the source material.
Damn it, it's not working.
It's actually arguably one of the better ones, just because it was appealing to fans.
The first time is never easy.
But it just wasn't really remembered that well because it's not amazing as a movie.
That's enough.
Yeah, like that. I never watched it. I just saw like a trailer for it.
Stop pushing me, you
Now
fucking
it's like,
asshole. Jeez.
Why are they so fucking mean to you?
All right, Desmond.
What'd you do? Kill somebody?
I'm going to try and bring you out now.
Well,
You're
look,
an
I haven't done
adventurer,
so
right?
yet. I haven't done so yet. Come on, man.
Yeah, like, come on, dude. You're like an adventurer. You're not an assassin.
Yeah, totally not.
You okay?
I told you he'd be fine.
Bastards!
Now, I just...
Bastards!
Saved my life? You kidnapped me. You strapped me into that thing.
Animus. It's an animus.
I don't even know you people.
Anime?
Why are you doing this to me?
You
give
have
it-
information we need.
To get an idea of the time period here, this guy, Desmond Miles, is voiced by Nolan North. The same voice actor as Drake from Nathan Drake from Uncharted.
I think I could hear that, but I was like, huh.
I believe Uncharted was coming out around this time, so I think Ubisoft just went, oh, this guy's popular. We gotta get him as a protagonist for our game, too.
Yeah, protagonist versus protagonist.
Information? I'm a bartender, for Christ's sakes.
Yeah, you can switch angles
What do
by
you want me to do?
pressing
Teach you how to mix a martini?
button.
We know
Ooh, that's
who
cool.
you are, what you are.
Yeah, I'm telling you right now, these are the only cutscene types in the game. These like weirdly gameplay focused ones. This is what I mean by this game being weird and how it like tries taking like very different steps from most other games. It's why every game after this doesn't do this. They go for traditional cinematic cutscenes.
So in a way, like that trailer was the only one. It was like one of the only cinematic cutscenes in this game.
Yeah. Once again,
I think it's actually pretty.
it's a very unique way of going about it. It shows that they had a lot of like interesting ideas to go about here, and
I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't play coy with me. There isn't time. You're an assassin. And whether you realize it or not, you've got something that my employers want. Locked away in that head of yours.
But I'm not an assassin. Not
I'm
anymore.
a fucking bartender.
Yes, your file indicated as much.
What?
Something about an escape. Most fortunate for us.
What do you want from me?
For you to do as you're told. The Animus will allow us to locate what we need. Once we have it, you'll be free to go.
I am not going back in there.
Then we'll induce a coma and continue
What?
our work. When we're done, you'll be left to die. Truth be told, the only reason you're still conscious is because this approach saves us time.
You're insane.
So what is it, Mr. Miles? Live or die?
so yeah, the
Lie
first
down.
game here, you are basically a prisoner being forced to do these experiments.
Huh.
It is
Lie down.
super like interesting here. I could just choose not to, by the way.
Wow. Okay.
I need you to lie down, Desmond.
No, I'm not gonna listen to you. Fuck you.
Lay back.
I'm not listening to you.
We'll take care of the rest.
No, I'm not doing that.
I would like to imagine if you do this for long
Lie
enough,
down, Desmond.
the fucking scientist guy would just get angry and just fucking push you onto it or something. Or fucking punch you out.
Okay, get down there,
We'll
Desmond!
take care of the rest.
Down there, Miles!
They're being voice lines now, but
A wise decision.
I also love the dystopian like feel of the whole like facility here.
Whoa. Where am I?
You're inside the Animus.
Oh god, dated facial animation.
It's a projector
Oh my
that renders
God.
genetic memories in
No
3
way.
dimensions.
Honestly, for a time, it's not that bad,
Genetic
but definitely.
Yeah, honestly, like, these aren't that bad for what are PS2, right?
Very well.
No, this is
We'll start
this is
simple.
next generation.
What is a memory?
Oh,
Mr.
PS3?
Yeah,
It's the
PS3 and
I
Xbox
mean-
collection of a
360.
past event.
Shit, like, they're not as good as Yakuza 5, but they're,
Yeah.
better
sure.
than fucking Yakuza
What
3 and
if I
4.
told you that the human body not only housed an individual's memory, but the
Nah,
memories of
but
his
well,
ancestors?
its face graphics look very
Genetic
PS3.
if you will.
Yeah, Xbox
Migration,
360
hibernation,
even.
reproduction.
Definitely.
How
I
do
mean, yeah, but I mean,
animals
like,
PS3 is
know
better.
where to go? What to do?
Compared to the faces around the
It's just
time, I mean, they're not
instinct.
that bad.
How you're
They definitely did
arguing
improve on a good bit
semantics,
throughout
Mr.
each game.
Whatever
If you ask me, this
the
era
fact
was where they
remains.
really fell into the
These
Uncanny
creatures
Valley, and the
hold
PS2
knowledge
was
absent
still
the
too,
requisite first-hand experience.
I
I've
guess,
spent the
low
past
quality
30
to
years
where
trying to
they,
understand why.
and still
I
a little bit
discovered
not
something most
proportioned
fascinating.
realistically
Our
enough to
DNA
really
functions
avoid,
as
you
an
know,
archive.
to,
It contains
they avoided, I
not
think,
only
mostly falling into Uncanny Valley, and then PS4 they got, for the most part, good enough that they avoided falling into the Uncanny Valley. This was like, whoa,
And the Animus lets you decode and
It was
Yeah,
so
you kinda reminded me,
good,
like,
files.
and also not good enough that they still fell.
This is
kinda
the
remind me of,
specific
like,
memory we're
like-
trying to access.
I think these kind of, like,
Unfortunately,
shit, from
when
what
we're
I've seen of
trying to open
Half-Life
the
2, I
memory,
think
your
these
mind
are a bit better than even
withdraws.
Half-Life
You lack
2, which
the
I remember having, like,
contents
some
stuff into
pretty
your
good
ancestor's
models.
body. That's
Well, I
what
believe it
happened
is
earlier.
before
You
Half-Life,
got knocked out of
or
the
Half-Life
target
2
memory
came
and
before
pushed
this,
back to a
so
more stable
makes
state.
sense.
Why?
It's
Yeah.
your subconscious.
It was like
It's
mid.
responsible.
It was like around
We
mid
found
2000s. I think this
similar
was a bit
reactions
later
among
2000s,
patients who undergo
like
hypnosis
2007
to relive
maybe, I
traumatic
believe.
events. They
Yeah, just
can't
like
jump
Half-Life 2
directly
models
into
are still
specific
used to, like,
memory.
this day and
They need
whatnot.
to be eased in.
Yeah.
Even then, there can be problems.
Like, I mean, they're like, those
So how do
models
we fix
appear,
it?
like, everywhere
we
online.
find a memory.
Like, you're,
you
like,
can
no matter
save.
what, you're gonna find out about
We'll move
Half-Life 2
forward from there.
online.
You'll get
In
used
some
to it.
way.
This is
Fucking
the closest we
thousands,
can get.
millions of
This is where
children
we'll have to start.
found out about Half-Life 2
I'm
for
uploading
Skibbity
the
Toilet.
tutorial program now.
And that's gonna be the worst sentence I've ever said in my life.
Yeah, to kind of nutshell the general
Totally.
explanation there, the Animus was basically a system made to look for the memories of ancestors from people's minds, since they explained that the ancestors' memories can be located in their descendants' minds, basically. It's a concept they kind of have to go along with, even though it might not make sense. But
I mean, that's, yeah.
it's kind of that basic sort of sci-fi thing
memories.
where they sort of like
If you ever fall completely out of sync,
we're sort of like
the
find
Animus
these
will restore you to your last synchronized position.
it's sort of like the
You are
Matrix type thing where you're
currently
finding like
dangerously
strands
close
in like
to
reality, sort of like
Please follow all forthcoming instructions.
reality
in order
strands,
to
sort
restore
of finding
system
new
stability.
pathways for it and stuff like that. They explained a bit more
The
there,
Animus
but that's
utilizes
basically the
puppeteering concept
basic
to
justification of what
control
we're doing
the
here.
actions of your ancestors.
I mean, I feel like some of the best like sci-fi stories are the ones that take the ones that kind of acknowledge the fact, or like take something that obviously like doesn't make sense, but like they just change like one bit of reality, and it's like, oh yeah, this is how we get to the cool shit. Like, oh yeah, now everyone has the memories of their ancestors inside their brain, just hidden or locked down deep within. You know, it doesn't make any fucking sense in like real life, but for like story-wise, fuck yeah, go with it.
Yeah, the game has the mandatory tutorial here, which is the actual one here, not like the one before. But you'll notice that the game talked about this being called the puppeteering, a puppeteering control style. Basically, each face button corresponds to a different part of the body. Legs, left hand, right hand, and head.
Drop what they're holding.
This would be a concept that would persist through most games, but up until like the later Assassin's Creed games, they would basically drop this concept entirely and just make it up as they go.
Huh.
But it was
they're-
definitely the most blatant here. Like later on, they don't even call it the puppeteering control style. They just kind of copy this game without really knowing what it was really going for.
So why is your is like your top button on Xbox 360? Huh.
Xbox 360, yeah, it'd be you have punch, gentle push, blend, which using the wake button, and vision, which would basically be going into this perspective here.
Well done.
So I blend. Hold on. Can you do the blend animation
The
again?
animus differentiates between two fundamental actions.
Okay, so it represents a cock. Got
low
it.
profile and high profile.
So
Low
that
profile
perhaps
actions are socially acceptable. High
Oh,
profile
I guess I'm gonna hop
Makes
out now.
sense.
See ya.
oriented.
see ya.
Chris could not handle my stupidness.
Wait, hold on. I've only been halfway watching your stream. Is this Assassin's Creed 1?
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you not
No,
pick
you
it
don't
up?
need to worry about giving me spoilers on this. I played this game.
Process by testing some
I do not
high
understand what you just
profile
said.
actions.
He said he plays this game, or he played this game.
Ah, cool. Yeah, I didn't know about that. I
Yeah,
thought you knew what was going on.
I've played this game. You don't have to. You don't have to.
Chris.
You don't have to worry. I was in, and
Holy crap, your voice was going all over the place,
Yep.
sir.
Chris, your mic, it's killing us! Ah!
Oh,
sorry.
shit.
I'm sorry.
It's like,
Up and throw this.
No,
individual.
but anyway, so I was saying is, yeah, you don't have to worry about getting me spoilers on this game. I've rarely played this. It's just the only one I've played is the first one. But if this is the first one, which it looks very familiar, then I've played it years ago. All I have to say is all praise Solidine
High profile
and
allowed to sprint.
no, don't take my
To escape
money.
from soldiers. or
I
to
have
get
no idea what
closer
any of
to
that
a fleeing
means.
target. However,
Oh, there's like
for you can
you
use your
please, I'm
weapon
poor
to
and sick and hungry.
while
It's
sprinting.
you'll get it once you start hearing repetitive
I think
NPC
I
talk.
think I get
But
what
not
he's
quite. I don't think to that.
I think I get what he's talking about, but his mic is very strange right now, so kind of hard to tell for sure sometimes.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's fine. I definitely think your mic just isn't used to you like talking super energetically there. Honestly, I don't hear you talk that way too often, honestly.
Yeah. Well. Fail. See ya.
damn.
Yeah, see ya.
And then there were two.
And then
Before
there were
this
two.
man does.
I must race this man now. Get the fuck out of here.
Push him, push him.
Yeah, you bitch. I can't gentle
Push
push.
him.
I can't gel push now. The game didn't let me.
The Animus
No!
will also provide other
Oh,
important
shit.
information. The social status icon gives you information on your social status.
Oh my god, what?
Will be explained in context soon. This icon appears when a soldier is
Social
looking
credit?
at you.
For real?
The
Oh
yellow
shit.
color means the soldier is either unaware or suspicious of who you are.
I don't know how he
To
could
illustrate
be
the
suspicious
change
of
in
me. He has no
awareness
eyes.
level, you will stealth assassinate this soldier. First, lock onto your target.
Oh yeah, the walk-on feature. I don't even think they had this in the second game.
Really?
Yeah, which honestly I think might have been another big issue, since you couldn't really focus on
With
the
your
enemy you
blade
wanted very
selected,
easily.
Walk up to the soldier and assassinate him by using your armed hand button.
Maybe they thought it was too
Okay.
easy. No! No!
What?
Jimmy?
Who's done this?
Jimmy!
Tell me.
Jimmy, who did this?
Who has done this? Who could possibly have done this?
Jimmy!
It could possibly be the other person here, right?
The dead
Oh,
body
they
has
did them.
alerted the soldier and changed his awareness to informed, as represented by the red witness indicator. Aggressive actions or socially unacceptable behavior undertaken at this time. will likely
Socially
provoke an
unaccepted
armed
behavior.
response.
Yeah,
Provoke this
killing
soldier.
people isn't usually that accepted,
Yeah.
but it's fine though. I can get away.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm gonna climb this ladder. If I want to climb the ladder.
Oh, I'm supposed to provoke him. Okay. They didn't give me the ladder
Social
climbing
status icon
ability
has
yet.
changed to exposed. Use the
Exposed?
line
Holy
to
shit.
break the line of
Oh
sight.
shit.
You won't get away from me.
Up we go.
You were saying?
Excellent. The line of sight has been broken.
Unseen.
Now
Yeah,
the
I
line
went up a
is
ladder.
into hide
I went up a
the
ladder and
soldier.
now I'm unseen.
No one will know I'm in here.
Good.
No one will know I'm in
Your
here.
social status indicates that you are hidden.
No one will ever know I'm
Soldiers
inside
still
this container.
Wait until your social status changes again.
Oh no, I don't know where he went!
Older stealth games, gotta love it.
Where did he go?
Oh,
I have to
man.
go back down the ladder. There's no way he went forward.
Soldier has
There's no
lost
other
your
place he
track.
can hide.
You are now anonymous, and you can exit the hide spot. Excellent.
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 Being anonymous will
That was the most
enable
excellent thing she'd ever
synchronization
seen.
bar And make your job
Being
as an
anonymous is a
assassin
very
easier.
great thing. You know, you can harass people online if you're anonymous.
Exactly.
You must
and have
always
no
break the line of sight
consequences.
first.
It's like an internet
At
simulator.
all.
Use a hide spot to vanish.
Oh, hey. This is a Twitter simulator.
These are hiding spots if someone tries to find us and tries to cancel us.
I'm writing the Sonic script.
Let us continue.
This
with the
is I need to
demonstration of
prepare
blend.
myself for this.
Blend can be activated with the passive use of your legs. You can mimic a scholar and pass near soldiers without arousing suspicion. Use this to reach the marker behind the soldiers.
No one would ever try to suspect a religious man.
Man, I don't know what
Good.
that clergyman's doing.
Now
Oh, man,
that
that's
you
a
are
really
fully
cool
synced,
clergyman.
New ability is available to you.
Oh,
Referred
new
to as
ability?
Eagle Vision, this sixth sense helped your ancestor understand the intentions of people around him.
What?
White information, yellow assassination target, red soldiers, blue allies. Okay, which person here do you think is my ally? Which person?
The monk.
This guy?
Guy on the right, yeah.
He was.
Well done.
Let's go, I know my shit.
That guy has information. I need to get him. Give me your information. No, he's getting away.
No, he's gonna go down!
Remember, Eagle Vision will only be available once you are fully synced.
Gentle push.
Please
Don't push.
note that following the Assassin's
push.
Creed, your ancestors' way of life will assist you with staying in sync. The Creed consists of 3 tenets. First, never hurt an innocent person. Second,
Oh.
always be discreet. Third, do not compromise the clan. Should you lose sync, you can restore synchronization by reliving key moments of your ancestor's life.
Can I give you an actually fun little tidbit here? That is actually a
Yeah.
carryover from Prince of Persia. In those games, especially in the
Really?
first game, it's from the perspective of the prince basically telling someone about the story of that game. And so when you start off the game, it's as if he's telling them about his adventure there. And whenever you get a game over, he's like, no, that didn't happen. So literally every time you fuck up, he's like, no, wait, sorry, I didn't die there. I definitely didn't. Let me try this again. So in this case, it's the same kind of thing where you kind of just have to go along with what happened in history, while not straying from that path, not doing something that this character wouldn't do if they're following the Assassin's Creed, as well as not dying. Not dying will mean that you're doing what's correct. If you do die, then yeah, you desynchronize, obviously. I love that sort of like double storytelling with that, how it kind of coincides with like failure.
That's actually really fucking cool.
Yeah, again, it was very obvious that like the same sort of developers were working on this and that they're bringing over similar ideas. I mean, that's the whole reason parkour even exists in this game, is because that was the thing in the Prince of Persia series up to the earliest games in the platforming era, was that they were known for their movement systems.
Or by respecting the Creed. You
Assassin's
have
Creed was
successfully
basically just the
completed
first game
tutorial.
to implement that
Stable
system into an
memory
open
block
world
will now
setting.
be loaded.
Wait! There must be another way. This one need not die.
No!
And we open
Well,
up the
that
game
is-
to the main character breaking
Fortune
one of the
favors
assassin
your
tenets.
blade.
Not fortune, skill. Watch a while longer and you might learn something.
They let
Indeed.
when you see a glitch during a
To
scene
teach
that
you
viewed
how
in
to
another
disregard everything the
perspective.
master taught
Yeah, if you
us,
press a
Now
button
you
whenever
have
it needs
done
a
it.
cure,
I would not have
you can
drawn
change the
attention to
perspective
us.
like this.
I would not have taken the life of an innocent.
Aw.
What I would have done is follow the creed.
This way, the
Nothing is
cutscenes have
true.
different angles that you can
Everything
view
is
them from,
permitted.
depending on if you press the button or
Understand
not.
these words. It matters
That's
not
actually
how we
pretty
complete
cool.
our task, only that it's done.
But this is not the way
My way is better.
I will scout ahead. Try not to dishonor us further.
What is our mission? My brother would say nothing to me. Only that I should be honored to have been invited.
The Master believes the Templars have found something beneath the Temple Mountain.
Huh.
Treasure?
I do not know. All that matters is the Master considers it important. Else he would not have asked me to retrieve it.
So, you noticing anything weird about our main character's voice here? It is not Middle Eastern in the slightest. It is fucking American.
Yeah.
He sounds super different from everyone else, and to this point, no one knows why the fuck they did this.
Really? Is he not like...
it's to the point that when this character returns in a later game, they give him a different voice actor that actually sounds Middle Eastern.
Really?
Yeah, for some reason, they just decided to give this guy an American voice actor. Part of me thinks it might have been some sort of like thing where it's like, okay, well, the person who is seeing this is American in the future, so they would probably attach themselves to that sort of voice or something like that.
Yeah, but not the same voice actor, right?
But yeah, they're not the same voice actor. It's a different guy voicing him. But the weirdest thing is, if you actually look at him, you'll see that they actually reused the same face model for this character as they did for Desmond.
Huh. I mean, if they reuse the same voice actor, I wouldn't really have a problem with it, because you just see it as, you know, Desmond kind of imagining himself as, you know, or seeing himself as his ancestor. I mean, that'd be pretty cool. You know, when he returns in later games and isn't, how do I put this, is not Desmond, then yeah, then he wouldn't have the voice. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That'd actually be a really cool attention to detail, but...
The problem is, I just don't think that was I just don't think if that's the intention that they went about it the right way. For one, again, it's a different voice actor, and at the same time, it's just not really explained at all, because there are times where the game will actually call out certain weirdness, like the fact that everyone's speaking English despite the fact that we're in a different country. They do actually explain that later on.
Yeah, like that... Yeah, it feels like something they should have probably acknowledged. Like, oh yeah, the reason why you don't have an accent is because of this. Maybe it's just... I don't know, that's really weird.
But yeah, pretty obviously this is taking place during one of the Crusades. I forget which one, but that is why we're dealing with Templars. They are our main enemy here. And now we must kill one of them.
Dead.
Ignore the way I glitched a bit there. This is a Ubisoft game.
There.
Yeah. I remember when Billy Bob introduced me to Saints Row.
Don't be silly.
Like he said, oh yeah, Saints Row 4 is a very
Then what
glitchy
is
game
it?
because it takes place in a simulation. What the fuck is going on back there?
Oh yeah, you can walk around cutscenes.
Before sunrise. The sooner we possess it, the sooner
I was
we
like,
can
what?
turn our attention to those jackals at Massiac.
Yeah, sometimes you get a bit of control.
Robert de Sable. His life
Can you
is
like go
mine.
off the ledge and disrupt the cutscene?
We were asked
Technically
to retrieve
not.
treasure and deal
They
with
don't allow
Robert
you.
only if necessary.
He stands between us and it. I'd say it's necessary.
Discretion, Altair.
You mean cowardice. That man is our greatest enemy, and here we have a chance to be rid of him.
You have already broken 2 tenets of our creed. Now you would break the 3rd. Do not compromise the Brotherhood.
I am your superior, in both title and ability. You should know better than to question me.
So yeah, our protagonist is kind of a dickhead.
I mean, yeah.
His name is Altair, and he is the first assassin that we follow in the series. And right off the bat, he is already breaking 3 of the tenets of his creed.
Hold, Templars!
Which, yeah.
You are not the only ones with business here.
What a nice guy.
Well, this explains my missing man. And what is it you want?
Blood.
You know not the things in which you meddle, assassin. I I spare you only that you may return to your master and deliver a message. The Holy Land is lost to him and his. He should flee now while he has the chance. Stay, and all of you will die.
Get the two assassins be like, hey, dude, I'm here to assassinate someone else. Leave me out of this shit.
To arms! Kill the assassins!
Here you go.
Oh, you're just gonna leave him behind.
Yeah, we can't like go back for them now, but that's pass blocked. But get a bit more of a taste of the platform here. The thing also about the parkour system is that this is another part that kind of got flanderized in later entries.
Yeah, I can probably just tell already. Yeah, these feels like something they would flanderize later entries.
Because the thing about the parkour here is that it is not like a user-friendly type thing. It's not the type of thing where it's like, oh, okay, the game knows what I want, so I'll just let the game do everything for me. No, in this game, if you want to do certain stuff, you need to play the game right. You need to input the right things, and you can't really like go about it in a way where it's like you expect the game to do exactly what you want it to do. No, you need to like actually put in the effort there.
Yeah, so like right then I'm guessing you have to literally look towards the edge.
Yeah, the thing is, you'll see right here that I have a bunch of moves here that the game doesn't outright tell me about. Because I can wall run up here and I can jump to the left. That's a very like advanced move that you can do right there. And it's one that some games would have after this, but others would end up removing, especially like way later ones. And if you do like this, you can reach to the left like that in order to grab the ledge while you're jumping. I believe that's an ability you lose after this in a Metroid-style way, but like I said, this game introduced a lot of concepts that later games would kind of try doing, but later on would just be like, okay, players don't want complexity like this. Players don't want to actually like control everything. They want the game to do everything for them. So because of that,
yeah.
when you want to do specific things, it actually gets harder and actually makes it worse for people who just want to like do something very specific.
Yeah, I can tell right now that you're like, that you already know what you're doing, so... But I can tell like right then would have been probably a good learning tutorial room.
Yeah, definitely. And the good thing about this game is that like,
Altair, you've returned!
I never mind.
Raouf, it is good to see you unharmed. I trust
you. Oh, and he uses to say,
Is the master in
transition.
His tower? Yes, buried in his books as always. No doubt he expects you.
My thanks, brother.
Safety and peace, Altair.
On you as well.
Something I do have to...
why do you have an accent? Why don't you have your accent?
I was not given an accent when I was born. Unfortunately, I was born American for some reason.
Oh, that's a shame. You should kill yourself, Altair.
I have a way to do so. I was going to say here, because you can probably see it a bit from this, but this game holds up actually very well for being like how old it is.
Yeah, like actually, like legit, like I'm actually kind of shocked that it isn't like fuck. Like it actually makes use of lighting and whatnot. Like that's something I wasn't really expecting.
Yeah, especially like the smoke effects. And if you go into like some games and turn off the music, you'll actually hear a lot of chatter of people around too, like the crowds and stuff. In many of these early games, they put in a lot of effort to make a lot of these cities and stuff that you go through feel very dense in how they sound. Like you could argue that in this first game it was at its best too. Like some people argued that like the games didn't reach this level of artistic strength here.
Because I'm already looking, it's like the fucking haystack, the iconic haystack.
Yep, something that is not realistically possible, but this game doesn't care. The Assassin's Creed series, at least around this time, knew when it needed to be realistic and when it needed to just kind of say, fuck it. This is how our universe works.
Be a video game. Yeah. Which, honestly, like, I feel like more games just need to take fucking notes of, looking at you, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Goddamn, I just want to run up the fucking walls of I want to have my Chocobo run up the wall, like, super fucking fast. I do not want to fucking go up the wall super slow.
You will die here.
Really?
I was just testing if I could do that. I didn't really think this would work. I am in a battle. You will die, son.
That man is a killer!
It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. I bet you deserved it.
We're gonna go see the master, and the master's like, why the fuck you should kill a person on your way here?
It was part of my plan. I knew that he was holding Templar secrets, so I felt I needed to kill him in order to obtain them. Sadly, he did not have any papers on him telling me of the plans he had, so I will figure out a way to handle this later. It's funny how like I can actually like do that voice relatively well just because of how like normal it is.
Yeah.
I cannot do a Middle Eastern accent myself.
I could try, but I could try. But
imagine this actor was actually told to do a Middle Eastern accent, and this was apparently how he did.
That would be really fucking funny if that's true. Yeah, like Ubisoft's like, you call yourself a voice actor? Shit, we already paid for you. Fuck. The castle!
Now back to the Castle of Assassins.
Meanwhile, at the Castle of Assassins...
So already there's a bit of irony that the game is shoving in your face right here. This is our assassin stronghold. Our tenet is literally about hiding in plain sight, about not compromising the Brotherhood, yet our leaders are building a huge castle here for everyone to look upon and everyone to be scared by.
That is pretty ironic.
The game does not shy away from some stuff about this, not really looking the most right. And here's the thing, with the first Assassin's Creed game, it doesn't depict your protagonists or the assassins as purely good.
Ah, he returns at last.
Abbas.
Where are the others? Did you ride ahead hoping to be the first one back? I know you are loath to share the glory. Silence is just another form of assent.
Have you nothing better to do?
I bring word from the Master. He waits for you in the library. Best hurry. No doubt you're eager to put your tongue to his boot.
Another word and I'll put my blade to your throat.
There'll be plenty of time for that later, brother.
Would you do that, like, right now?
What do I do? What?
Can you kill him, like, right now?
No. He's not someone I can walk onto.
Damn.
This game definitely makes it hard for you to actually, like, kill any, like, innocents here, but later games do give you an option, even though, at that point, it would just, like, it would basically just lead to your death if you keep doing it. Or desynchronization, basically. Another thing that Ubisoft later removed, because in later games you can just kill innocents and nothing happens.
Huh. That feels really wrong.
They again don't follow their own fucking rules.
The Master waits within.
I mean, it's all, like, memory-based, so I guess, like, you know, you could just do that, fuck around, and then nothing would really, like, happen, because it's all memory-based, but still, that is kind of funny.
Yeah. The thing is, if they do have that be, like, a part of plot, they never explain it.
Yeah, because I highly doubt we're going back in time, but...
Altair.
But, you know, it's super fucking weird the way they explained it.
Tell me of your mission. I trust you have recovered the Templar's treasure.
There was some trouble, Master. Robert de Sable was not alone.
When does our work ever go as expected? It's our ability to adapt that makes us who we are.
Well, I'm picturing Dr. White, or, like, Dr. Light from Mega Man 8.
The treasure?
Does have a similar beard.
And Robert?
Escaped.
But, you know, I was also imagining the voice. Like,
you, my best man, to complete a mission more important than any that has come before. And you return to me with nothing but apologies and excuses.
I did.
Do not speak! Not another word! This is not what I expected. We'll need to mount another force.
I swear to you I'll find him. I'll go in.
No! You'll do nothing. You've done enough.
Oh shit.
Where are Melik and Kadar?
Dead.
No. Not dead.
Melik?
I still live at least.
And your brother?
Gone. Because of you!
Robert threw me from the room. There was no way back. Nothing I could do.
Because you would not heed my warning! All of this could have been avoided! And my brother would still be alive! Your arrogance nearly cost us victory today.
Nearly?
I've what your favorite failed to find. Here, take it.
The Holy Grail.
Returned with more than just their treasure.
Actually, it's supposed to be. I think it's supposed to be Ark of Covenant.
Robert de Sable lays siege to Masyaf's village.
So he seeks a battle. Very well. I'll not deny him. Go. Inform the others. The fortress must be prepared. As for you, Altair, our discussion will have to wait. You must make for the village. Destroy these invaders. Drive them from our home.
It will be done.
Fast forward in memory to a more recent...
Memory fast forward.
Ah, yeah. Time to kill.
It is kind of cool. It is kind of cool that you can use like the memory fast forward to like, you know, skip the sort of filler parts.
Yeah, definitely. Like later on, they don't really like make it as clear that that's what's happening, but they still have that be like a plot point. Is that they're skipping ahead basically whenever that happens.
The village. Most of our
yeah, which is just really cool, really cool and all that.
But not all.
What do you need me to do?
Distract the Templars. Keep them occupied while I rescue those still trapped inside.
As you wish.
As you wish. Fuck you.
Yeah, the great thing about this concept is that there's a lot that they can explain with simply by using the basis of the game as a blueprint in that way. Because there's actually a fun little quirk with this game that's not a thing in any of the others. You actually can't swim in this game.
Really?
Literally, if Altair jumps into water or something like that, like if you find any like water that you can jump into, he literally dies.
Aw.
And like, obviously people thought that was weird. So in the sequel, there's actually a point where they explain, oh yeah, that was a bug in the Animus before. I made a better version, so you won't actually die by doing that now.
Huh.
Once again, it's a cool way of handling it. Alright, battle time. A pretty common thing when it comes to these games is the combat is not usually like too deep when it comes to stuff, because if you play any of the Prince of Persia games, especially like later ones, they have all these combos and stuff in them, like they're very in depth. But this game made the specific decision to simplify it by a lot. And this decision was very much on purpose because they wanted to make it so that combat wasn't something that you preferred. As more often than not, it actually is more dangerous to do than actually staying stealthy.
Yeah, which honestly I think is a good call.
Because many times if you do get caught, there's gonna be like a dozen of these guys coming after you, especially in like certain situations.
Yeah, I guess the reason why they changed the series from Prince of Persia to another series, because they had like, if it was so action based, but they wanted a bunch of stealth. And I guess they must have realized that, okay, we can't mix these two genres. We need to just make a brand new game.
Yeah, definitely. I think a lot of decisions definitely went towards this, and it's very much a similar situation to how Resident Evil 4 was supposed to be how DMC 1 was supposed to be Resident Evil 4, but it became its own thing with how much more it strayed away from that series' traditions.
Yeah, and then Resident Evil 5 and 6 just ended up straying away even more, but didn't didn't really like change, or didn't get their name changed and whatnot.
To be fair, it definitely shows just how much of a departure DMC 1 was going to be.
Yeah.
At that point.
Like, now, it does make me very curious to see, like, how, to see just how different, DMC is to RE4.
But you definitely realize there's some irony in that, because later on in the series, it literally gets to a point where this game series is nothing like what these games are supposed to be. And so because of that, you'd think, just change the name, go for something different. Make it its original series then, if you want to do something, if you want to, like, stray away from what the series is known for. And they just refuse to. Because they just like that name recognition.
Break off the attack and return to Masyaf! Al-Mu'alim commands it!
And yet because of that, they kind of do the Sonic thing where they try to pretend like, oh, we care about the fans, we really know what you guys want, and keep giving you breadcrumbs of stuff that you like. But then, like, they don't care for anything else. And even when they do try to appeal to fans, it's terrible. They barely understand what the series was at all.
Al-Mu'alim's not done with us yet.
Where are we going?
Up there.
Ooh, this part.
Yeah, like,
for our guests. Just
damn, like that. Yeah, that I could tell I wouldn't even like this series. So I think I'd probably hate the series' later entries.
But the thing is, it's definitely why it's worth remembering what exactly these early ones did, because I think the biggest issue is that because of the way the series is now, many just kind of write this off as if, like, oh, it was always bad from the first game. This series was just kind of not good at all. It should have just been Prince of Persia, when it's like, no, I think that's really just changing a lot about history and why exactly these became popular to begin with.
Yeah, like, I'm already seeing a lot of quality from this. Like, honestly, like, it's why I don't really, like, it's why, like, whenever I see a conversation like that, I don't tend to really just participate in that kind of conversation.
Heretic!
Because I don't know, I don't know what the first game was like. I don't know what the appeal of it was, so why should I be able to comment on anything I see in, like, later games? I just see Assassin's Creed, I'm like, okay, I'm not really gonna care.
Yeah, and to be fair, I can't blame you for that stuff. It's hard to blame anyone for that. It's just that it's obviously it's type of thing where it's sort of like the Sonic series, where, like, at some point the games have been bad for so long that it's kind of hard to blame people who don't like having interest in it, especially during certain eras.
It's why, like, honestly, when a game that might be a bit better than some of the worst ones comes out, but it's not good still, it gets praised because, you know, it's better than what we've had. It's a step in the right direction.
And do so without hesitation.
Show this fool knight what it is to have no fear. Go to God!
So technically I did mess things up a bit, because in the series, this is supposed to be your first time you ever do this.
Oh, my leg! Oh, my leg!
Quiet, or the Templars will hear us.
This is a very powerful way to start this off, to have, like, this very iconic like move here be a show of power, basically, to the Templars here. For it to basically show them, yeah, we don't fear death. We fear death. Look at us. We're gonna jump into, like, hay from, like, 1 billion miles up. Like,
yeah, I'm like, shit.
And again, they didn't stray away from the fact that it is kind of unrealistic by showing that, yeah, that guy did get kind of fucked up from that landing. I do like that they kind of lampshade in a way, showing that some people probably just aren't really as fit to do it as other people are.
Oh, here's a climbing tutorial then. Honestly, from what I'm seeing in this prologue, this is a very decent prologue at least.
Yeah, definitely. It sets up a good few of the other trademarks of the series. stuff like the leap of faith there, of course. These climbing mechanics. Since like before, you were doing more jumping around and platforming more than you were actually climbing. And here is that where they actually show a bit more of the puzzle aspect of climbing, where you kind of have to find certain footholds to hold on to, and like navigating them properly. Since later games make it way too easy to the point where it's like, there's actually a point in Odyssey that I saw where you could go up like cliff ledges, and it looks like you're not even holding on to anything. And I'm just like, that looks so fucking wrong. What the hell?
Alright, I know I've been joking about it. I know I've been joking about it a bit, but does this series actually do the yellow tape bullshit?
From here. His force is broken.
I don't actually know.
It'll be a long while before he troubles us again.
I don't think it does. I didn't see it in Mirage.
Do you know why it is you are successful? You listened. Were it that you'd listened in Solomon's temple, Altair? All of this.
Yeah, because like
I did as
I don't know, I've seen that in so many fucking games, like so many AAA games recently. I'm like, shit. I wonder if Assassin's Creed did that.
Ubisoft wouldn't be against it.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if they did.
There are rules. We are nothing if we do not abide by the Assassin's Creed. 3 simple tenets, which you seem to forget. I will remind you. First and foremost, stay your blade.
From the flesh of an innocent. I know.
And stay your tongue, unless I give you leave to use it. If you are so familiar with this tenet, then why did you kill the old man inside the temple? He was innocent.
shit.
He did not need to die. Your insolence knows no bounds. Make humble your heart.
You will
child,
pay for your insolence,
or I
oh
swear
god.
I'll tear it from you with my own hands. The second tenet is that which gives us strength. Hide in plain sight. Let the people mask you such that you become one with the crowd.
Yeah, totally.
Do you remember? Because as I hear it, you chose to expose yourself, drawing attention before you'd struck. The third and final tenet. The worst of all your betrayals. Never compromise the Brotherhood. Its meaning should be obvious. Your actions must never bring harm upon us, direct or indirect. Yet your selfish act beneath Jerusalem placed us all in danger. Worse still, you brought the enemy to our home. Every man we've lost today was lost because of you. I'm sorry. Truly I am. But I cannot abide a traitor.
I am not a traitor.
Your actions indicate otherwise.
You're fucking American!
And so you leave.
That's why you're a traitor!
And because you're an American, you shall die.
Oh.
Saving. Well, Altair's dead.
Oh, well, game over.
He's experiencing a far better adoption rate than the other subjects.
I'm still pulling him out. He's been in there way too long.
No, not yet. We're still so far from where we need to be.
We shouldn't risk it.
What's another hour or two?
Why don't we discuss this in the conference room? Give Desmond a minute to stretch his legs.
I really don't see the need.
Warren, please.
Fine.
Alright, and we are out of there.
Imagine this game does like a plot twist where, or imagine this game has like a plot twist where like we actually are Altair inside of Desmond.
Hmm.
Like there was some sort of consciousness transfer.
That would be a fun one. So, they're in that room there, and, I don't know if this is something that you can miss, or if you can't. But your, next thing you should do here, well, you can check this.
I can't even change my clothes.
Damn.
You know, like, what do we need to go to the bathroom while in the simulation? Like, come on.
Questioning my authority in front of the prisoner. There's a word for that. I believe it's called insubordination.
And I don't appreciate you trying to kill him. There's a word for that, too. I believe it's called stupid.
Lucy, this isn't my decision. I don't set the deadlines. but I'm smart enough not to challenge them.
Oh god, we got anti-capitalist stuff, oh god.
Mm-hmm.
I know the accident has everyone
Not the deadline, no.
Which is why there's no time to coddle him.
If you push him too hard, he'll shut down. And then we'll have nothing.
We have nothing now.
But we will. You just need to have a little faith.
Fine.
A leap of faith.
Thinking of ways to improve his staying power. We can't afford to stop every time the man breaks a sweat. Bad enough we have to traipse through all of these useless memories.
I'll do what I can.
I don't want to see him go down the castle again and again and again. Do you understand me?
Something worth mentioning here is that there is no subtitles for this game, which obviously I know some people definitely would have a problem with. I think it's something they probably should have added in later versions. But I don't really mind it in some cases, since it's obvious that some parts here, like, definitely meant for you to more listen in than anything like that. Like, I like the effect they had there. We really had to, like, listen in order to, like, hear what was going on there. Like, they could have amplified a good bit there, but they didn't.
It's like, yeah, like, subtitles would definitely be good. But, you know, maybe it would be better
We're done for today,
without
Mr.
them.
Miles. I suggest you return to your room and get some rest.
Can I come in?
Can I go out the other way?
Ah, damn it.
Invisible wall.
Yeah, I couldn't actually go that way, but, wanted to try. Then we can talk a bit to you here. Yep.
So you're really an assassin? Like Altair?
Yes and no.
What do you mean?
I was supposed to be one, but I ran away from the farm when I was 16.
Farm?
Yeah, that's what they called the place where I grew up. The farm. Like Messiah, I guess.
The assassin
Only not so,
farm.
Creepy. Just a small community in the middle of nowhere. About 30 of us living, you know, off the grid.
Why?
Thought my parents were just crazy hippies trying to stick it to the man, you know? My dad was always going on about our enemies, how they'd be looking for us, how we'd have to be prepared. No one ever came. Nothing ever happened.
Why'd you run away?
I could never leave the compound. You have any idea what it feels like being trapped in a place, knowing there was a whole world out there I'd never get to see?
Don't you miss your parents?
No. As far as I'm concerned, they weren't my parents. They were my wardens, and I was their prisoner.
It sounds like they only wanted to protect you.
With all that's happened, I don't know. I guess they were right.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to dredge up the past.
It's alright. Gives me something
Jesus
to think
Christ, this woman's dry as fuck.
We've got a long day ahead of us tomorrow.
Jesus, she's dry as all hell.
Can definitely tell this is early voice acting for these characters. Especially in the Norse part, like, I listened to that and I'm like, wow, that sounds so different from how it sounds later on in the series.
Like, goddamn! That bitch was not voice acting.
Damn it, they locked the door.
Funnily enough, I think I actually missed that on my first few playthroughs. I don't think I actually stopped to talk to her, but I think I was like, okay, can I actually talk to her on this date? Okay, I actually can. I didn't know he actually talked about his background there.
Like, shit, like, here's the thing, I feel like there's a difference between, like, bad voice direction and bad voice acting. I think I would consider that bad voice acting.
Probably, but she does get better as she
that's
goes through her
creepy,
series.
Doc. Waking up to you standing over me.
Can it be a woman instead?
We're always watching you. Now get up. We've got a lot of work to do.
Ooh,
wow.
I wonder who I get to kill today.
Don't be so cavalier. Your ancestors almost had the right idea, Mr. Miles. If the deaths of a few people, evil people, no less, could save the lives of thousands more, well, it seems a small sacrifice.
What do you mean, almost?
They didn't go far enough. To use a rather tired analogy, corruption is no different than cancer. Cut out the tumors, but fail to treat the source and, well, you're buying time.
I guess it works.
There's no true change to be had without comprehensive, systemic intervention.
Chemo for the masses.
Education. Re-education, to be more precise. But it's not easy. And
Are these two, like, rebellions or something? Like, maybe like running a rebellion, maybe?
What is it, then?
Now that would be telling.
Like, I don't think these are government officials.
Probably not, but I like that he actually does give his, like, input there. And one of the first conversations you have with them there, like, when you wake up, is him saying, like, yeah, they weren't wrong completely. It's just that they didn't go far enough. And again, it gives you the idea that, like, there's a lot more to how exactly they go about the theming in this and how exactly they depict, like, the different forces at play here.
Yeah.
Because as far as we know, we don't know how these guys are, like, related to any of this. We don't know why exactly they want, like, these memories, what exactly they want from us. But I like that we get little hints about it there.
And I like how Desmond just seems to
kind of sit, Mr. Miles.
No! I just want to fucking walk around and talk for a bit. Goddamn!
Have you forgotten how to sit?
No, dude, I don't get paid to do this shit, alright? I'll do it when I need to!
You don't know.
I don't even take breaks during it. Fine, look at me, I'm sitting now! See, I'm laying down as well! Fuck!
Oh man, we're overachievers.
I'm gonna go look at the credits.
Time's wasting.
Jesus Christ!
Watch the credits! Fuck you!
We've already done that one, so I guess move on to this one then.
Go into the memory block.
Should you cause a disturbance, it is wise to leave.
Oh shit, we're on PC, it's loading too quickly.
But I saw you stab me. Felt death's embrace.
You saw what I wanted you to see. And then you slept the sleep of the dead, of the womb, that you might awake and be reborn.
To what end?
Do you remember, Altair, what it is the assassins fight for?
Peace. In all things.
Yes, in all things. It is not enough to end the violence one man commits upon another. It refers to peace within as well.
Alright, I'm gonna be right back. I need to go grab some water.
Alright, I think I'll probably grab some myself too. I'll put it up.
Yeah, so... Water break! Woohoo!
A quick break and we'll be right back. Hello, everyone. Do you want to check the options? Ooh, what do we have in graphics? We have multi-sampling, 3 for 3, level of detail, 4 for, graphic quality, 4 for, shadows, 3 3, post effects, on. Oh, what do we have here? Camera. Do you want to invert? Or do you want to not invert? HUD elements. You want the weapon icon, the GPS system, the sync bar, the control HUD? You don't want that? Then turn it off, you dick shit. Customize controls. Did you know this didn't work originally? Yeah, exactly. Graphic adjustments? Ooh, look at that. Graphic quality. Nice. I think I already pressed that. Do you like the music? Well, how about you want none of it? Well, I want all of it. I want more volume. I want more music volume. We must turn it up to max. We must turn it up all the way over here. But I cannot do that, otherwise I will be called a criminal. We must go out of the options and go to the map. This is the map. This is where I am, and this is... I did not want to put down a marker. Let us go through objectives. Optional objectives. All objectives. All elements. Objectives. Oh, I want to check the legend. What's out here? It's the Diro. It's the Mokra. It's the Vigilites. It's the Sexual. It's the Taglat. It's the Objective. It's the Interrogators. It's the Eavesdrop. It's the Pickpocket. It's the Kingdom. It's the Yasuf. It's the City Damaka.
It's the what the fuck are you doing?
I am doing exactly what I need to be doing. I am looking through the menu and seeing all that there is to offer.
What the fuck? I just come back to you saying words weirdly. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
There might be something in my water.
Yeah, I think there is something in your water. Probably some lead.
So it is said.
So it is. But you, my son, have not found inner peace. It manifests in ugly ways. You are arrogant and overconfident.
Were you not the one to say that nothing is true and everything is permitted?
Sparky moment.
Say hello to Sparky, everyone.
First one of the stream. Make a counter.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm back.
I'll have one later.
You do not understand the true meaning of the phrase, my child.
He's just looking at me right
It does
now.
not grant you the freedom to do as you wish. It is a knowledge meant to guide your senses. It expects a wisdom you clearly lack.
Then what is to become of me?
I should kill you for the pain you've brought upon us. Malik thinks it only fair. Your life in exchange for his brother's. But this would be a waste of my time and your talents. You'll see you have been stripped of your possessions. Your rank as well. You are a novice. A child once more. As you were on the day you first joined our order. I am offering you a chance at redemption. You'll earn your way back into the Brotherhood.
I assume you've something planned.
First, you must prove to me you remember how to be an assassin.
So you'd have me take a life?
Hello, who are you?
Not yet, at least. For now, you're to become a student once again.
There is no need for this.
Others tracked your targets for you, but no more. From today on, you will track them yourself.
If this is what you wish.
It is.
Then tell me what it is that I must do.
We have been betrayed. Someone was assisting Robert de Sable, one of our own. You must find him and bring him here for questioning.
What can you tell me of the traitor?
Ah, but that's just it. I've given you all I will. The rest is up to you.
Alright, so this is where the game actually introduces a few things here. Also, you've been demoted! Here's all the stuff you have lost! It's a very Metroid Prime type thing here, but I love how the explanation is like, I stabbed you, but it wasn't actually, you actually weren't stabbed. It was all an illusion. They don't even try to explain it, and I kind of love that. It's just the basic Metroid thing. It's like, oh, I just lost everything, including my own, like, physical abilities. You still there? Guard, I don't think Joey's still here anymore. General push. I can actually general push you. No, move. No, move over there. Move. Go. No, I push. No, I push you. I push you.
Screens.
You love the streams?
I love when my computer blue screen.
Oh, that's what happened. Okay. Sorry, everyone. Joey's computer blue screened.
Yep. And now I'm back. And watching bullshit.
Watching me push people. You can't actually move. I just have my hand on it.
Yeah, like I just came, I went up to the stream, started watching it just to see what you were doing. You're just fucking pushing people.
This is why Gentle Push is amazing
Gentle
and why it should never have been removed. I can't
Gentle
get over
Push,
the fact that only like 3 or so games in a series have Gentle Push in it.
You're already the best games in the series?
Probably. I mean, if you don't consider Black Flag to be one of the best games in the series, I consider it to be though. So who knows? Maybe having some amazing like gameplay and one of the best stories in the series kind of made up for the fact that they didn't have Gentle Push, just a bit.
Oh yeah.
But yeah,
that makes sense. Yeah.
If you missed it before, we lost our abilities and we literally had it displayed on the side like it's Metroid Prime or something. Literally, we lost all of the abilities we had, including some like parkour abilities we had before. We still have the jump there, but we don't actually have the same grab ability that we did before. Oh,
wait, how'd you lose synchronization?
That is one of the abilities we lost. We lost the ability to have a big health bar.
Huh.
Once again, they don't really explain it too much. They just say I have killed you, but you weren't actually killed. It was an illusion. You lost all your abilities because of that, though. So now you must earn them all again.
Okay.
It's definitely one of the more gamey type things here, but I kind of love it in a stupid sort of way, like Metroid games tend to do.
At least the Metroid games, they were all equipment. I don't see how you lose the ability to grab a wall if you already knew how to do it.
Well, to be fair, you can still grab a wall. I think it's like specific abilities. I don't remember which ones they were. He's gone mad.
Why would he do that?
Why would he? What is wrong with him? What is wrong with him? I don't know what's wrong with him.
The best thing in these early games is when everyone who sees you do this sort of shit where you're climbing on stuff is just like, what the fuck is he doing?
And like later games, like, oh yeah, that's just him.
Yeah, no one ever questions it.
No one ever questions it. It's like, okay, yeah, normal behavior over here.
Safety and peace, Altair.
You're in my way.
Yes, Al-Mualim has asked that I assist you. Remind you how it is we hunt our prey.
I know how it works.
Be that as it may, I have no desire to disobey.
Then be quick.
The Assassin have many tools at their disposal.
Yes. We can eavesdrop, we can pickpocket, or we can use violence to intimidate.
Good, you remember.
So you'd have me walk amongst the others and learn what I can about the traitor?
Yes. Begin by going to the village market. That's where we first spotted the traitor.
You know who it is?
Perhaps.
Then give me a name and let's be done with it.
That's not the way it works. Now go.
That's not the way this is going to work.
In your search in the village market.
This is where the game starts introducing a few different things here. I brought up before, but this game is sort of a basis for how exactly I would call some of the best design for a game like this for stealth-based games. In Assassin's Creed 1 here, it works very differently from any other game where, in order to assassinate your certain targets, you need to gain information in order to figure out stuff about them and figure out the right strategy in order to make the assassination go well. This means that you have a choice in how exactly you want to go about it, what missions you want to do, and the game doesn't require you to do all of them. You could do whichever ones you feel you want to, and the other ones are completely optional.
I wonder if this is what kind of inspired Hitman then.
Well, Hitman existed before this point. They kind of went in their own direction. But the way this sort of works is something that's only really been expanded on in Unity of all games.
Really?
Yeah, Unity didn't use this system in all of its in all of its parts, but it did have one mission type where there would actually be multiple ways to take down to go for assassination, multiple different ways to get into a building, or multiple different ways to create a distraction for you to make your way into certain places.
Was Unity considered like one of the better recent Assassin's Creed games?
It was actually seen as the worst.
Really? Okay.
Because it was a Sonic 06 situation where it was buggy and unplayable on release. It was. You ever see that one famous face of them fucking having like eyes floating and like their heads open and stuff? That was Unity. The game was given a lot of patches later on, but there were integral issues in the game's files that literally should have been fixed before the game was even released. But Ubisoft rushed it out in order to get a second Assassin's Creed game in 1 year.
Holy shit, it really is Sonic 06.
It really is. And the biggest problem was that Assassin's Creed Unity was one of the most ambitious games. It was trying to go for a lot of new stuff. Not all of them worked. What?
It is just Sonic 06!
Yeah, it tried to go for a lot of new things. Not all of them worked. And it's arguable that people probably wouldn't have liked the game even if everything did work. Especially since by that point the parkour system was absolutely terrible, since it was mostly automated. But the thing is that game was going for some great stuff, and it has arguably some of the best atmosphere of any of these games at all. The problem was that some parts of the game were not that great in terms of its like overall art style, its overall overall UI. Like, it was bloated to all hell. The maps there, the maps were literally like every 10 seconds there was an icon here, icon there, icon here, icon there, icon here, icon there, icon here, icon there. It was impossible to fucking keep track of. And most of it was useless shit anyway. The thing is, Unity had a lot of great aspects to it, but even more that just weren't working. And the sad thing is, people still try to pretend like that game was actually great and that it was misunderstood or something.
Of course.
Like, no, it is not a Sonic 06 situation. It did not have like some greater potential or something like that. It probably did if they reworked a lot of stuff like that, but they weren't even given time to do that.
Yeah,
Sonic 06, if it was completed, would at least still be like a pretty solid Sonic Adventure style game, even if maybe not the greatest.
Yeah, like you know, like the story wouldn't be that good, but I mean, the story really doesn't matter at the end of the day. It all comes down to the game and the games and whatnot.
Yeah, overall, it would have been arguable. Here we have our first mission type, which is eavesdropping. Gotta sit down here in order to blend in with the crowd, and then listen.
I know what I saw. Musun opened the gate. He let the Templars in.
Then you must tell Al-Mualim.
I can't. Masun did not act alone. Someone inside the fortress helped him.
What makes you say this?
Oh.
He exchanges letters with someone inside. The basket weaver carries them for him.
That's no reason to stay silent.
Ah, but the weaver delivered him a letter just before the attack. I suspect it held the order to open the gate.
Then speak to the weaver. He can name Masun's accomplice.
He's disappeared, hiding for fear of being dragged into this.
Probably inside one of his own baskets.
Okay.
So it's worth mentioning that whenever you do game these things, it will actually add a bit of information about your current target. And currently, we have the information that a man named Masan was the one who opened the gate, but he did not act alone. The basket weaver handed him a letter just before the attack on the village. He might know more about Masan's accomplice, and he need to find his basket weaver. All of these missions that you get, all of them have some sort of information to them. Whether big or small, they all lead towards your main objective.
Yeah, so we have one name, but now we need another.
Yes, one.
So now we need.
One isn't going to give us enough, so we need to go beat someone up.
Yeah, so we need to go find the basket weaver, and after that, then we're good to go.
Yeah. The main thing you can say about Assassin's Creed 1 is that it's probably the most simplistic game in the series. It was one that had bigger scope, but in many ways, it was pretty simple in how exactly it went about its core philosophy. It's not one of those games where Ubisoft will put in a whole bunch of useless shit everywhere, because this wasn't really a game that was made for that. They put it in a bit here now and then, but a big thing with this was that it was kind of a mix of two different things. For one, this was early Ubisoft. They weren't really to the point where something like Far Cry 3 took off, and every game needed to be another Far Cry 3, basically.
Yeah, because I think Far Cry 3, that was like early 2010s, right? Or like mid 2010s?
I believe it was somewhere around that. Far Cry 3 was basically the game that redefined the Far Cry series and Ubisoft in general. That game was their biggest hit in many ways, and it was the one that they want every one of their series to go for, with all the different missions, all the different little things there, the huge open worlds, the amount of like things to do. In many ways, even down to the UI and the way everything's handled there, everything would take after it.
I guess it it kind of led to every series just becoming worse.
I can't.
Yeah. I'm guessing Far Cry 3 was a good game though. I'm guessing it just was a good game.
Some of the worst decisions can come from some of the best of games in these
I don't know what you're talking about. Listen,
yeah,
I see what I can do, but please, I need to get along right now. Come back later.
As you wish. At times like these, I kind of just think back to that one interview about Yakuza 6 where it's like, they didn't want to play it safe with Yakuza 6.
Oh, wait, it's actually the pickpocket one. I thought I saw the fist there, and I thought, oh, we're gonna beat someone up. Okay, no, it's the wrong one. I'm sorry, I'm not actually gonna beat this guy up. But I'm gonna pickpocket him. So this information, it says, I may not find his accomplice, but Masoon himself should be at the stage near the standard village. I'm certain he will be able to tell me what I need to know. We actually view attachment here, which is the thing that we took here. Which is the letter right here. Brother, I fear our plans have been discovered and we can no longer meet. Best you disappear before Al-Mualim's men find you. They must not learn of my betrayal or everything we've worked for will be undone. I've left some coin for you near a dead cypress tree. Take it and head to Damascus. Lose yourself amongst people there. When things have settled, I'll contact you again. As for I cannot leave here knowing Al-Mualim continues to deny the freedom of these people. A new world is coming. One without war, without fear. Or pain. So I must help them any way I can. You'll probably believe me foolish, but I must remain in Masyaf. I'll be near the Sarandon village on the stage, calling out to my brothers and sisters. Maybe I can make them listen. Maybe I can make them understand. I like this stuff. This letter really does just make it clear that, like, some of these people who are, like, working against the assassins here, especially specifically our leader, Al-Mualim, they don't really seem like that bad people. They're just kind of saying, like, yeah, this guy's kind of been oppressing us in his own sort of way. We kind of want freedom from his like, fuckedness.
And then right now, now we gotta go find the other guy.
Yeah, since it gave us a clue as to where he's located. Over here.
Between this world and a new one, a better place where all might live as equals. But man,
too far to investigate. Interrogate.
Dream destroyed.
Dream, you may?
Today's attack was but the first, and more will follow unless you repent. Give up your wicked ways. Rise up against the madman of Masyaf. See through his lies.
Hey man, don't you see here? Follow the despot to its secluded place to beat him until he speaks. Man, it's so nice being the good guy.
Yep. It's funny how this looks like one of the better tailing missions I've seen in the game.
Well, it's mostly because it isn't really a tailing mission. They don't really try to frame it that way, which I think is a good thing. Technically, when it comes to the Assassin's Creed series, I don't think they actually do tailing missions until like some of the later games. In fact, one of the biggest issues with Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag is that people don't actually like hate the gameplay of that game too much. They just hate the fact that most of the missions are tailing missions.
Or wait, so Black Flag has killing missions?
Yeah, it does.
Huh.
I do not know. You should not have done that.
Damn, great Yakuza gameplay.
Yakuza can never.
Yeah, Yakuza can never. Oh, look at this shit.
Enough! I yield! I yield!
Speak quickly then. I've no interest in your games. Why did you betray us? And who do you serve?
We serve the Templars. You should too. Their cause is just.
We?
Jamal. He told me of their plans. Asked me to open the gate.
You betrayed us. We, who called you brother and kept you safe from harm.
I did what I believed was right. And if you must kill me for it, so be it. I am not afraid to die.
Your fate is not for me to decide. It's Al-Mualim who will judge.
Fast-forwarding memory to a more recent one.
You stand accused of betraying our Brotherhood and opening the way for our enemies. How do you answer to these charges?
I deny nothing. I'm proud of what I did. My only regret is that they failed.
I offer you a chance to repent, to renounce the evil in your heart.
It is not evil in my heart, but truth. I will not repent.
Oh shit.
Then you will die. You did well,
Damn.
Zaire, and have
Rip.
earned the right to carry a blade once more.
Yay!
Yay!
What will
Blade
become of one who
acquired.
helped him?
It remains to be seen. Some do ill out of ignorance or fear. These men can be saved. Others suffer from corrupted wills, their minds poisoned and twisted. These men must be destroyed. Soon enough, we'll know what sort of man Jamal is.
I've passed your test then. What now?
Oh, my child. We've only just begun. I hold here a list. 9 names adorn it. 9 men who need to die. They are plague bringers, war makers. Their power and influence corrupts the land and ensures the crusades continue. You will find them. Kill them. In doing so, you'll sow the seeds of peace, both for the region and for yourself. In this way, you might be redeemed.
9 lives in
Yay!
exchange for mine.
A most generous offer, I think. Have you
We're gonna
any
kill a
questions?
cat? Shit.
Only where I need begin.
Damn.
Very well. Ride for Damas. Seek
Kill
out the
this
black
cat
market
and you
merchant
shall
named
live.
Amir.
But it's a cat!
Let him be the first to fall. Be sure to visit the city's assassin bureau when you arrive. I'll dispatch a bird to inform the Rafik of your arrival. Speak with him. You'll find he has much to offer.
Huh.
If you believe it
I wonder
best.
if, like... I wonder
I
if
do.
Al will,
Besides,
Al
you can-
Manul, or whatever the fuck his name is, will be, like, the final boss then.
Mm-hmm. Al-Mualim is how it's called there, but
Al Mullen.
Cannot begin
Could see
your
it.
mission without his consent.
What nonsense is this? I don't need his permission. It's a waste of time.
It's the price you pay for the mistakes you've made. You answer not only to me, but all the Brotherhood as well now.
So be it.
Take your equipment and go. Prove that you are not yet lost to us.
alright, I'll
Memory,
take it.
fast forward.
We've also gone back to
Oh,
our
yeah.
Hidden Blade. You might also be familiar with the Hidden Blade being an original thing in the series.
Yeah, like, honestly, that's one of the coolest things about this, that's one of the coolest things about Assassin's Creed that I know about.
Yeah, it was
It's
the
just
original
honestly,
concept,
like, Hidden
basically being something you hide inside your wrist that comes out when you sort of flex it in a certain sort of way. In fact,
Yeah, like, that is...
there is actually something that you'll notice here if I turn around. Look at his finger.
Yeah, like, he has his finger in a specific, way.
No, it's actually cut off.
Oh! Oh!
Yeah, back then, in order to make best use of the Hidden Blade, they cut off one of the fingers so that the blade can go through it, and they can... so that when they flex their hand, it'll go through that that part where the finger would be.
Oh shit! Okay, that's actually metal as fuck. Okay.
Yeah. Again, they all have to do that in order to use the hidden blade effectively. That's a certain part of the lore that's actually pretty important, but isn't actually brought up like in game at all. It's actually more brought up in the second game.
Really?
Altair, it seems my students do not fully understand what it is to wield the blade. Perhaps you could show them what you know.
Oh yeah, every chapter they'll have these parts where you just kind of have to learn what abilities you have now. Right now we have deflect.
Okay. Deflect!
Basically just hold the button and they'll and you will deflect the attack. This is a defensive stance.
This is the defensive stance! Now! Flee!
How are you not fucking dead, man?
How are you not dead? It's a tutorial enemy!
Of a master.
I'm a tutorial enemy, you can't kill me!
Attacking him and fucking...
Who would win?
Slicing him.
God or tutorial enemy?
Damn.
Who wins? God or a tutorial enemy?
I'm going for a tutorial enemy, honestly.
You must be busy. I understand.
Yeah, like shit.
Either way, now we are free to head to Damascus.
I'm just imagining a plot where like a tutorial enemy like becomes like a major character, but they just can't die when they're in a fight against God.
That's sort of what the sandbag from Smash is like. It's basically a tutorial thing that kind of just never dies, and later on it was given more of its own personality too.
Like I got reincarnated into a tutorial enemy.
So
and now I must fight God.
This flag here.
Yeah.
This is the collectible of the game. You pick it up and it's like you have 4 out of 20 Assassin's flags. You want to guess? You want to guess what these do?
Nothing.
They do absolutely nothing.
Yay!
They are completely pointless, and this to me is like the precursor to basically how all collectibles will be handled in later games.
Huh.
So to be fair, I think Assassin's Creed 2 is actually better with it because they do actually give you like plot important reasons for why you collect the stuff and why exactly you want to do it, because they give you like story cutscenes and stuff. In this game though, for some reason they just have flags here and they do nothing. You're just said, yo, collect all the flags. And here's the funniest part. Here's the funniest part. It's not said here, but in your memories are all of your like specific like story missions and all of the missions that you take here. In plot, it's supposed to mean that these are all stuff that Altair did and that stuff that you're sort of putting together as you go through his memories. Collecting the flags is part of that. So it makes it seem like in war, collecting all these flags was something Altair actually did.
Altair just has a hobby of collecting any flags he finds.
I must collect all the flags. It is my greatest goal. You know, killing people, that's kind of a secondary thing, but this is my true passion.
I love 3D collectathons. I love collecting stuff.
And this is the funniest part, is that this game is weird as fuck when it comes to the flags, because collecting them in the overworld is not the only time you collect them. You collect them in minigames too.
Oh, yes!
It has an obsession with it for some reason.
Honestly, I just see it as a collectible, as just it's like a neat thing to do in this game. I don't really see it as like just bloat.
Yeah, to be fair, it's kind of harmless in that way. It's just kind of funny that it's like the one thing where it's kind of like it really doesn't add anything. It's just kind of funny. So it is definitely something that gains points, mostly because it's not bloating up your map or stuff like that. You have to map and stuff like that. You have to actually look for them.
Yeah, it just makes you want to explore the map and just get you get the fun collectible.
Now, if there is something I would call bloat and something that really did not need to be in this game, it is what is coming up right ahead here. Not the horse. The horse is
Horses?
great.
Oh. Okay.
Horse riding is great. It's actually a bit smoother than you expect from this time. Horse riding would actually be a thing that returns in later games. But I think at a certain point they actually removed this.
Of course.
Because not all settings in the series would end up being fitting for horse travel. Yo, it's Ocarina of Time.
Oh my god! What a revolutionary! The revolution of revolutionary technology, oh my god.
But yeah, this entire section out here, basically this is a road that you basically go through in order to get to all the different areas in this game. It is known as the Kingdom. The only thing you can do out here is just filling out parts of the map and getting flags. Other than that, it's basically just a buffer zone for you to get to the actual bits of gameplay.
And like the scientists,
acceptable way to reach a route.
And like with Gimli, it doesn't feel like it fits. It feels like the type of thing that the scientist guy would fucking say, no, skip this.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, that feels like something the scientist guy would honestly skip.
Yeah, which is why it definitely feels like the one part where it's like, it doesn't really need to be here. I wouldn't say it's that bad, it's kind of just a bit more general gameplay. Most you could do here is figuring out how viewpoints work, which is a pretty integral part of the game. Also, you can jump off the horse like that, it's pretty fun.
Like, if they had you go for it for the first time with, like, the horse and whatnot, it works as a good horse tutorial, but, like, you have to redo it, like, every fucking chapter. Yeah, I could see how that could be a little bit, bloaty.
Yeah. That is basically how it handles it, which is why it's kind of annoying like that. But this is the first time we look at viewpoints, which this was the first game to do it.
Holy shit! Holy shit, it's Breath of the Wild!
And yeah, this was something that games would basically say, let's copy this exactly and not actually, like, look at it from why it worked in that game.
Holy shit! It is so weird that you see, like, just Breath of the Wild, something that Breath of the Wild would do in this game. Because that means that Nintendo has taken inspiration from Assassin's Creed.
Technically, yeah. And the thing about this is that it really works in a context, mainly because it's the type of thing where if you, like, where in this game specifically, all of your main objectives are hidden because you don't actually know where they all are. So obviously, if you're in, like, a crowded city or something like that, you would need to get to a high place in order to kind of get your bearings and see where everything is. Otherwise, you're just going around blind.
Yeah, like, so in this area, like, yeah.
But in this area, it's kind of just like, why am I discovering this stuff? It doesn't add anything. There's nothing to look for here.
But yeah, actually, that actually is pretty neat, or pretty cool.
Because yeah, again, it very much had a purpose in the actual story significance in like immersing you into this.
It is just crazy though that like this was like, you could see Ocarina of Time being like, you can see like them being inspired by Ocarina of Time with the horse. You can see but like you can see Breath of the Wild being inspired by Assassin's Creed, so it's actually kind of wholesome in a way.
Yeah, definitely. I often said before that a lot of the mechanics when it came to stuff in Persona 3 felt like they were very much made for that game, and later games just kind of borrowed it because, like, well, that's what Persona is now, so we just have to keep doing that. But it never really felt like it was as, like, integral to the actual, like, themes and, like, the way the story was actually, like, handled. This game feels similar in that way in many ways, where it feels like it keeps doing stuff the same exact way without knowing why exactly it was done that way.
This game series?
Yeah. Because viewpoints and things like that were very much used the same sort of way. And hell, even when it comes to like the movement and the way that you leap down from tower tops and things like that, there are times in the series where characters will do that and they aren't even assassins or even like do anything at all similar to them. They just do that.
So like,
And,
yeah,
and funnily enough, that is in the good games. That just shows how much, like, even the games that people really like, the ones that are still called some of the best in the series, still kind of lost the inspiration for why exactly this stuff even, like, happened to begin with. And it isn't like a bad thing, to be honest. Like, Persona is still great even when it doesn't really use things in the same sort of way. I mean, it's good games are still good games. They're still gonna like do well in other ways. And I still think there's a lot of value in later entries in the series.
Yeah, like, you know, like, even though, like, yeah, like, 4 and 5 might not really take the most advantage out of the, or might not really take advantage of the calendar system too much. You know, it's a calendar system for the sake of being a calendar system. But it doesn't really make them bad. It just kind of gives them that, it's just Persona 4 and 5, really, that's it.
Yeah, and the thing that really benefits like stuff like Assassin's Creed 2 and onwards is that those games are, while they may not be the most like immersive in terms of like really getting you into the narrative they're trying to put you into, I'd say they're definitely more entertaining. Like, more people are gonna be into that game than they are into like a game like this. Like, even though like I can definitely walk you through this and show you like why exactly some of this stuff is cool, I could bet if you were like younger and you just weren't really like as interested in that stuff, you would probably look at this and say, "This is boring. This isn't that interesting at all. I want to kill more people."
I am actually kind of starting to get bored just watching horse go.
Yeah.
Go to like area to area.
To be fair, that is kind of the reason why I did kind of go for this series. Mostly because there would be times where there wouldn't be too much happening.
Yeah, like, I feel like I can actually, like, look at my phone now and, like, just glance when I need to.
Mm-hmm. But here we are in Damascus.
Alright, what cutscene was I on?
Love how music starts here. You see this view ahead of you?
Ooh, that's I always love these types of areas, because, yeah, they all start pretty much the same. But, like, I don't know, these areas always just have a badass start whenever you start, like, near the top.
This sort of like this game's Breath of the Wild moment, really. Getting to see this, like, huge city here. And again, this was one of the earliest times where a game would do this, and it would be like, yeah, this entire city, you can explore it. This is all seamless, this is all something you can, well, technically not, because there's certain sections that you can't actually explore until later in the game, but what I'm trying to say is that all of them are explorable at some point. Anyway, I need to save these guys, so... Die!
I guess it won't really be considered innocent. Haha, get fucked, idiot.
Hello.
Thank you, my boy. I only wish my sons were half as brave as you. I'll see to it that they hear this tale and know what it is to be a true hero.
Yes, I am the hero. I save everyone.
You are the hero! Yeah!
Scholars. Yeah, as you saw in the intro cutscene, this Altair actually escaped from them by blending in with scholars. These guys are actually one of our tickets into getting into Damascus here. Because typically, every single city is actually guarded pretty heavily up front, so you need to actually find a way to get in there. It's sort of a puzzle every time you come in them. And there's different solutions every single time. Hello, coming in. Because yeah, while it's pretty forgiving at the start of the game, by this point, if guards see you, they will become suspicious. They will be like, that person doesn't look right. Is that someone we should be worried about?
Wait a minute. That's not a scholar. Wait a minute.
You won't find battle prizes
And yeah, this is something that also kind of changed later in the series, is that, like, guards were not as alert as they are in this game. Sometimes it makes sense because it's different context, but especially during, like, this game, when it's like a time when there's a lot of conflict between these two different groups, it makes a lot of sense they'd be more alert, especially when you go into a huge city like this. But yeah, like, for the time, it's insane the amount of stuff they have here, and that all kind of loads in at once, too. Let's jump up here. And you do actually need to be careful about where you climb sometimes, because sometimes if guards do see you doing that, they'll be like, okay, that person is very suspicious.
Wait a minute, that person might not be might not be a regular person. Hold up. Is that son of a bitch an assassin going to a viewpoint? What the fuck? Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit, we got Breath of the Wild happening!
But yeah, this is the true context of this stuff. Like, at this point, it's like, yeah, now you can definitely get a much different view of everything here. I don't know which games did this. I feel like it was some later game, but I actually really liked one of the games where they actually gave little icons to everything once you came up here. So it actually made it more clear, like, oh, okay, I can actually see the sort of stuff going on from here.
Yeah, like that just seems like really good design.
Because yeah, if you look over there, there's a guy getting tackled, so I'm like, okay, I can add it to my map. So I might as well rescue that guy.
Placed haystack. I love the conveniently placed haystack.
Yep, they always have them.
It's like something that really just like, it's just fucking, it's so cool seeing.
Come on, die! There we go.
It's not just like fucking, God. Just fucking imagining something really stupid.
Well, look, bro, I technically saved you. They actually stopped bothering you after I died.
It is wise to leave.
Don't push.
Oh shit.
Make room. You're lucky.
Can you strong attack?
That's actually very effective. Ow.
1 HP!
Damn it. I remember it being easier when I played it last time.
When you are exposed,
I am off my game.
Finger ass kick.
Definitely need to use strong attack more. I kind of forgot about that. Okay, 3 times charm.
How can one expect to beat? Yeah, I wish to die.
There we go. Alright, we're doing better this time. You always join in, buddy. That's why you shouldn't have. I was able to make a lot more mistakes earlier because I have more health.
I only wish my sons were half as brave as you. I'll see to it that they hear this tale and know what it is to be a true hero.
Some more repeated dialogue. A lot of these like save citizen missions are gonna kind of repeat that sort of stuff.
Makes sense.
They're definitely one of the more simpler stuff. They're mostly there, just so you can. I say mostly a lot. They're mainly there just so you can unlock the priests and stuff. There's also other kinds where you can unlock vigilantes who... Why did I say it so weird? Vigilantes.
Vigilantes.
Who basically, whenever you start a fight around them, they will join in on the fight and start hassling the guards. And it's actually important to do some of that stuff, as if you do, like, activate them in certain places, if you do a certain assassination or do a certain mission, you'll actually be able to use them in order to make a better escape. A lot of it can work towards your preparation for the assassination that you're going towards. But to be fair, I have my own goal here, which is head to the Bureau. But you already noticed that even though my main objective is to head to the Bureau in order to talk to the person there, the game's already giving me other options. I can go for these first. All these different rooftop race challenge. That
yeah, you should do a rooftop race challenge. Do it. Rooftop race challenge.
Sure. I just love seeing these pickpocket beat up event, and then something like that's like rooftop race challenge.
Yeah, baby, rooftop race challenge.
Time to race some rooftop challenge. Hello, buddy.
Safety and peace, Altair. I trust you are looking for information to aid you in your strike against Tamir. I fear I have nothing to offer. But Bahir might. He shouldn't be too far from here.
So now I have to race after him.
Yeah, and I'd like fucking find him, alright.
It's a funny reason, but like I love it.
You're just like running towards your next, like you're just running off on the roofs just towards him. And, like the people under the roofs are like, what is that sound? What is that person doing? What's going on up there?
Hello! I have made it here very quickly. I have a lot of time to spare.
Damn!
They've sent you.
Yeah.
An interesting choice, though not my place to judge. The Rafik has asked me to observe the souk that Tamir calls home. Here's what I have learned. There's a group of troublemakers who gather around its southeastern exit. They and the guards do not get along. Find a way to earn their friendship, and they'll surely be of service to you.
Okay.
There we go. That's our first one there. Once I've word of regards to my presence, it might be nice to have a man or two on my side. They provide a welcome distraction, buying me time to escape. I should seek out and befriend them, turning to my cause. Yeah, right about.
He's got a map.
Right about there. That's the map of the place where the assassination will take place. There. I think it's actually what I was talking about before. Was one of these safe citizen things will activate like guards there that will basically become vigilantes that will work with you there. That's actually what the game was actually telling me about. I don't think I picked up on that when I first played this, or even on my last playthrough.
Oh hey, it's the cover place from the tutorial. The really stupid cover place that they just somehow won't look in.
Yeah, that actually exists in a good few of these games. In fact, I think it's actually in Mirage too. I think they brought that back.
Huh. Yeah, it's a Mirage how they never find you.
Totally.
Wow, look at all this stuff.
Would you look at all this stuff?
Oh, there's one of the blue ones. Ooh. Wee.
Wee wee.
Wee hee.
I forget what those blue stuff are.
I have no idea why they're blue. My guess is that it's just for the viewpoints.
I actually think those are, I think those might be, hiding spots, maybe? Not sure exactly. I don't think I ever really found out specifically. Yeah, when it comes to this part of the game, this is definitely when it becomes more gameplay focused overall with, finding little clues and stuff. Oh, yeah, this is one of the parts they, block off here. Heading into this district down here. I believe these are where specific districts like the poor district or the rich district are. So we're kind of in the more more general city part.
Yeah, you can't go in there. The glitches prevent you. Like they've outright made it to where you can't like go in there. They didn't program it.
Altair, it is good to see you.
That's why you can't go inside most houses.
You as well, friend. I am sorry for your troubles. Think nothing of it.
A few of your brothers were here earlier, in fact. Oof, if you'd heard the things they said, I'm certain you'd have slain them where they stood.
It's quite alright.
Honestly, like, that actually make, like, for, that actually make a good lore explanation why you can't go inside most houses.
Perhaps.
I'm sorry. Sometimes I forget myself. What business brings you to the Mass?
A man named Tamir. Al-Mualim takes issue with the work he does. I meant to end it. Now tell me where to find him.
Surely you remember how to track an enemy.
Of course. Learn where he will be and when. But that sort of work is best left for...
I understand. Go and search the city, determine what he's planning and where he works. Preparation makes the victor.
What can you tell me of him?
Tamir makes his living as a black market merchant, so the Souk district
Oh my god, what?
I would suggest you seek out the following places. A small souk northeast of here, the madrasa to our east, and in the gardens.
God, it's so cold! Why is it so cold down here? Like the temperatures went down in my house, god damn.
Your heater broke something?
Yes. Come back to
I don't know, like it's just cold.
That's weird.
Give us Tamir's life.
Like, I'm not freezing up.
Remember, Altair.
I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna grab my sweatshirt.
The city turned against you.
Right.
Return to the bureau. I can shelter you from the storm. Be warned, though. If your enemies are too close, my door will remain closed until you've lost them. Do you understand?
Yes. To bring the enemy inside would compromise the Brotherhood.
Very well. Off you go.
You dare steal in my presence? That will cost you your life! Dirty! I'll have your hand for that! Die, thief!
Help! Please help! Help me! Somebody help me!
Die, thief!
Why is he doing that?
You need something? Ala Rislik!
Thank you. Thank you. I'll find a way to repay this kindness, I swear it.
Alright. Got these guys helping us.
I'm here to help. That's all.
Time for some eavesdropping.
Come on! I've much to sell!
Waiting! He tempts us always! Be strong! Strong like Salahadin! Take up arms against our enemies in whatever way you can! The fires of war consume the land, and thousands of lives are lost in its defense. It seems a tragedy, but I say...
No? Well, there's more. Much more.
Nice spot. I could have been killed.
Eavesdropping.
I'm telling you, it's rats.
No, it's children. I hear them laughing.
Rats or children. Either way, it's bad for business. All that noise!
Someone needs to get up on those beams and clear them out.
I wonder how they're getting up there.
Must be through the central courtyard.
Then we should ask the guard to have a look.
Ah, they're all much too busy polishing the backside of their master.
Beams across the central courtyard can be accessed.
That's what happens when you run without clothes together.
Everything you'll ever need. He has found the strength to stand in defense of our great civilization. Make no mistake, it is our very existence we are fighting for. The infidel king would see us all wiped from the world.
Dude, it is so fucking cold that I legit have put on, like, I put on another shirt, another pair of pants, some gloves, and some shoes on.
Yeah, try matching that, chat.
Like, oh my god, it's so fucking cold. I have my hood up right now, and I still am just freezing.
You didn't even have to ask Joey what he was wearing. He let us know himself.
Yeah, chat, now you know I'm wearing so many clothes right now, and I'm still cold as fuck. You can call me a Mai almost.
So to put something to perspective, I just did an eavesdropping mission, which gave me the information that at the place where the Sook will be, the person we are going to be assassinating, the courtyard there has some beams that we can climb down from in order to get in there without being detected, since the place will be surrounded by guards.
Alright.
We got that piece of information, and the game's already like, yeah, you can go assassinate the guy now. With like a dozen other stuff that we can do here once we discovered them.
Oh.
This how much
Okay.
how much the early parts of the game are forgiving with this, where you don't really need to do that much in order to move on with the main story.
Yeah, like very free and open.
Yeah, it's sort of like the Super Mario 64 approach, where you kind of just skip stuff that you don't really want to do.
Altair, welcome, welcome.
Yeah, you only really need to do like I still love that about Mario 64, where you only really need to do like 70 of the missions. Like every mission is technically optional.
Selling arms and armor and is
Mhm.
supported by
The only
many
ones that aren't are just, you know, the Bowser ones.
Yeah, and here's the thing. These serve two different purposes, really. Is that, like, yeah, you can skip them if you want to, but technically, if you do skip them, that means you are technically missing out on some information that might help you, because otherwise you might bumble your way trying to get in there, even though, like, technically there's a way to get in from the top. Obviously, this is early in, so some players might not think about that, and some players might not think about finding some friends outside here that could help them make an escape. So sort of stuff helps as sort of a tutorial thing too, in order to kind of help you through this assassination. So I like that it has a dual purpose in that way. Like yeah, doing two of these is definitely fine since you've got just about enough information that you might need.
Financiers
doing more
is the
would
largest
honestly
debt dealer
help.
in the land.
Yeah, so it's never really hurts too. Plus, if you're a completionist, then that works doubly for you.
To rid us of this blight?
A meeting is being arranged at Souk El
I want to
Salah
make this
to
quick
discuss an
though,
important
since
sale. They say it's
obviously
the
I do
largest
just
deal
want to get
Tamir
through the
has
game
ever made.
itself, not really
He'll be
playing it for my
distracted
own
with his work. That's when I'll
for
strike.
my own enjoyment.
Your plan seems solid enough. I give you leave to go.
Yeah, like right now,
I'll take that.
Let Al-Mualim's will be done.
All
You
right.
may rest here until you are ready.
Alright, sleepy time.
yeah, currently what I'm doing right now is I'm currently like,
Fast forwarding.
I'm going ahead and just going through as many turns as possible to, I'm going through as many turns as possible to, like, reset as many of my, my plugs as possible before I go and take on this, this optional boss again.
Ah, I see. Yeah, Joey's currently playing Mario and Luigi Brothership. You can see a stream of Joey hitting a ball back and forth in that game on his channel. I was also there playing Sonic and Shadow Generations.
Yeah, but it'll be very, then it'll be very quiet in that video.
I'll also kind of be raging at Radical Highway Act 2.
Yeah, that too. But you'll never know because you can barely hear him.
Wait, was that the one where my voice was actually like not even coming through for most of it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's the joke. I was like, I thought it was like pretty talkative. I didn't think I didn't talk that much.
Yeah, no, you were talking. It's just no one can fucking hear you.
Yeah, exactly. I was talking so quietly. It was almost as if I wasn't there at all.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's
just how it be sometimes.
Did I go and reset that with the sharks? Probably should, yeah.
Well, here we are.
Use that. So this game has an item called the Boo Biscuit, which is supposed to make you invincible against monster attacks. But if you fucking use, you can't use it in like certain fights. How should I do this? Can I just go back? Yeah, I should just go and fight them.
The numbers change nothing. Your men have failed to fill the order, which means I have failed my client.
We need more time.
This is the excuse of a lazy or incompetent man. Which are you?
Neither.
What I see says otherwise. Now, tell me, what do you intend to do to solve
Are you a
this problem
lazy,
of ours?
incompetent man?
These
No,
weapons are
that would be
needed
me.
now.
I see no solution. The men work day and night, but your client requires so much, and the destination. It is a difficult route.
Were it that you could produce weapons with the same skill as you produce excuses.
I have done all I can.
It is not enough.
Then perhaps you ask too much.
Too much? I gave you everything. Without me, you would still
Alright,
be
the astonishing rare won't do anything for me.
All I ask in return was you fill the orders I bring you. And you say I ask too much? You dare disrespect me?
The guy fucking, that guy just fucking spit.
Yep.
Then you should have kept your mouth shut. No, stop!
No, stop it!
I'm just getting started.
No! Stop! No!
You came into my souk, stood before my men, and dared to insult me?
Damn, that guy's getting fucked up.
Oh no, he poisoned the water supply.
Leave the body.
No.
Let this be a lesson.
Dr. Dan, we need your help. He poisoned the water supply.
Something cannot be done. Now get back to work.
Dr. Dan, you'll be able to help us, right? Dr. Dan, no!
So, fun fact, because we are so early into this game, I can actually just assassinate him like this. Oh wait, I messed up! Oh fuck, I messed up! Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. I should have walked right up to him, I didn't know he was gonna look towards me, no! I was going to say, this is how easy this is how easy this first part is, and I fucking fuck it up.
Yep, just a normal, everyday fuck up.
Yeah.
Come, people! Come see what I have to offer!
Because, yeah, here's the thing. Because this guy is the first assassination target you actually have, the game makes it probably the easiest one in maybe even the whole series. Well, actually, no, Assassin's Creed 2 has this one beat.
Absolutely pathetic. Where
But,
did you learn your craft?
all you have to do is just go up to him and, wait. How did you know I was here? Oh my god.
Easiest one in the series, huh?
It was what I did last time! Oh my god!
Yeah, I think you're just fucking lying out of your ass.
Maybe I am, maybe I am. I remember last time I did that, I just went up to him and did that. I think I just got way too close. I think I got too cocky about that. I was like, oh yeah, go right up to him like this. No, I should have done it sooner. No, I just killed him. I want to do this stealthily, come on. Ow. Come on, I want to kill this guy.
To gain a bird's eye view of yourself.
You don't need a bird's eye view. You just need to kill.
Yeah, I can see him right here. I don't need a different perspective. I know exactly where he is. Gotta equip my hidden blade. Alright, let's sneak up on him. Gotta be careful of the ladies with the pots in their head. If I bump into them, they'll drop it and it'll bring attention to me.
Pathetic. Absolutely pathetic.
Okay.
Where did you learn your craft?
There we go. I had to keep a bit of distance. Not be right up to him.
You did it!
You and all your kind.
It seems you're the one pays now, my friend. You'll not profit from suffering any longer.
You think me some petty death dealer, suckling at the breast of war? A strange target.
I like that, actually.
Why me, when so many
You get flashbacks to this guy's,
Believe yourself different, then.
You get flashbacks to this guy's life when you kill him.
For I serve a far nobler cause than mere profit. Just like my brothers.
Brothers?
Ah, but he thinks I act alone. I am but a piece. A man with a part to play. You'll come to know the others soon enough. They won't take kindly to what you've done.
Good. I look forward to ending their lives as well.
Such pride. It will destroy you, child.
Yeah, it'll destroy me, alright.
So, this is probably one of the things that people love the most about this series, but one of the parts that is hardest to explain in canon. These are what's called confessions. They're basically little cutscenes that play in which the assassin you play as gets to talk to their victim as they are dying. But for all we know, this does not happen in game because otherwise he would literally be dead as he's talking to him there. It has to happen in this specific space here, but there's no context as to how exactly this happens. And to be fair, I don't think it needs an explanation. I think it's just something that helps to further the story and its themes. It gives you a different perspective that you never really would get otherwise because they never really had the chance to talk. Like, sort of shows what if of what happened if he did actually get a chance to like converse with his killer. It gives insight into basically their own personal motivations, why exactly they went about things the way they did, and why they believed in their own cause, as well as how they feel about the person who killed them to begin with, too. It is actually a really great plot point, and something that, for how nonsensical it may be, it's something that every game should have, and every game has had ever since then.
Alright, that's pretty cool, actually.
And like I said, it just gives a better perspective on these characters, since you could definitely say that once they're dead, they have nothing to hide, so they're able to just kind of talk freely about what exactly they were trying to gain by their actions.
Yeah, and honestly, that's just really kind of badass. Alright, so Luigi went first. You don't want to do that, I want to do this. He's a Glom enemy, right? Yeah, he is.
But yes, obviously after every assassination, guards are going to come after you, and everyone will be on high alert, and you will not be able to go anywhere without guards immediately looking at you and going after you.
And Luigi's already about to die. Shit.
Aw, shit.
Mario's dead! Great! I gotta dodge 2 attacks now because they always go twice in a row. Luigi's dead. I've already gotten my first game over.
That is too bad.
Word has reached me of your victory, Altair. You have my gratitude and my respect.
Thank you.
It is a shame that the other assassins continue to hold you in such poor regard.
Rafik, I do not care what the others think of me.
As you wish, Altair. You should bring news of your victory to Al-Mualim. I'm certain he has more work for you to do.
Fast-forwarding memory to a more recent one.
Alright, so do this. Do this. Do this. Do this. And do this. Alright, and cannonball.
Out of the
700
machine,
damage
Mr. Miles.
right there.
What's the matter, Doc?
We're out of the machine.
Miss Stillman is once again insisting I let you rest.
Out we are once again.
I should do this.
Oh, this is when we gain access to this.
Inbox, Lucy.
We're just allowed to check their email here. Check a bunch of these for a bunch of stuff here. You said wind up like Layla earlier. What do you mean? Nothing. Get back to work, please. We have a deadline. Yes, why you sign your emails? It says right up top who it's coming from.
I love that.
I also love how Warren Vidic canonically has worse handwriting, has worse typing than her. Like
Alright,
when you
so
look
if
at this
I
guy,
do
you
this-
would not think that he says please like this. Probably just isn't a computer guy.
Yeah, bro does not like the computer. Alright, I need to charger. Oh fuck! I wasn't paying attention.
Projects. Light of pending litigation. You were all reminded sections 2.15 in your employment contracts. You acknowledge and agree that Abstergo has developed such confidential information by the investment of significant time, effort, and expense that such credential. This feels too realistic. This type of email you get from your boss, you get from your like company to work for, and you're like, okay, yeah, totally. I agree with all of this.
Yep, totally. Are you kidding? Oh my god, I hate how this boss does that. So the way this game's game over animations work is that if you game over in the middle of an attack, they have to finish. You have to wait for the attack animation to finish. And sadly, a lot of the bosses have like fucking long ass attacks.
Yeah, that makes sense. Found your access key pen again today out in the parking lot. You're right to start keeping it in your pocket instead of letting it hang off your coat. Try to take better care of your things, Warren. Imagine if security had found it. They'd have shut this down for at least a day to reprogram all the computer access codes. Great, leave it at my desk. Worry less about my things and more about making Animus work. Thanks. Doesn't waste much time on anything.
Yep.
Hello, you want to speak to me?
So, feel like telling me who put the stick up his ass?
We have a deadline. 1 week. Well, 6 days now.
Deadline?
I can't talk about it.
Man, put yourself in my shoes. I'm being held hostage by a group of scientists, at least I think you're scientists, and forced to spend all day in some crazy-ass machine. You won't tell me what you're looking for or why you want it, but I'm supposed to be thanking you for keeping me alive. This is so fucked. Sorry, but it is.
What do you want me to do?
Let's see, I don't know. Maybe give me some answers?
I can't. And it's better this way. Safer.
Safer for who?
Both of us.
Hey, you know what? I've got a question I think you can actually answer.
What's up?
Why is it that sometimes the guys in there talk like they're from the future?
The future?
I mean the present. Now, today, whatever.
You've probably noticed that English has become the official language of the Holy Land.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
The Animus is translating
Here we
speech
go.
it deems vital into more modern English, so expect a few anachronisms. I could probably make it more authentic, but... You ever read Chaucer?
Who?
Yeah, definitely not for you.
Like I said, they actually do explain it there, and I like that it makes sense in universe. It's like, yeah, you want to actually, try listening to them when they're speaking a language you cannot understand. Obviously not.
Yeah, obviously
Can
not.
you tell
Yeah,
me
you
more
would not
about
want to do that.
Abstergo? What goes on here? Beyond the whole keeping me prisoner thing.
Abstergo is one of the largest pharmaceutical companies in the world. Their primary focus is antidepressants. There's some information on the computer over there.
But you already said this isn't about testing a drug. So what's the deal?
I don't like where this is going.
So it's safe to assume the Animus is not a part of their public face.
What, you haven't seen the commercials?
Oh my god. She has a sense of humor.
I'm sorry, Desmond. I've got a lot of work to do. Like I said, if you want to know more about the company, take a look at the computer. The telecommunication stuff is particularly interesting.
Didn't interest me that much, honestly.
Yeah.
It seemed kind of boring, honestly. Hey, you got something else to say?
Are you fucking kidding? Sorry,
What happened there?
No, in game, so sometimes when the Luigi logic part of battle starts, sometimes it starts on Mario's turn after Luigi's already gone. So I have to go another enemy cycle waiting for shit to happen.
That feels like it shouldn't be a thing.
Yeah, but you can't activate Luigi logic on Mario's turn.
I actually forgot this was a thing.
I can't look right now, I'm doing a bros attack.
I was just checking around a bathroom in Desmond's prison here. And if you actually like walk into like the shower area here, it actually switches to a camera view. Just make it clear that yep, they'll be watching you if you go in there.
But I was jumping! Fuck you, game!
Well, Desmond Miles is too powerful for that. He can go weeks without having to take a dump.
Are you fucking kidding? Okay, Luigi, Mario, Luigi, Mario, Mario, Luigi. Fuck.
I'm very familiar with those guys.
Fuck, he got glommed!
Well, I think that's about good for now. Either way, mostly just wanted to get through the opening segments there, but we'll probably be going through about 2 or so of these each time we do this, so it should be a good pace from there. Probably need about 5 or so streams to get through this, I'd say, if we are to do it that way.
Watch go next fucking turn, no! Come on, Mario's dead! I can't do Luigi logic right now!
Got some peak content coming in here, huh?
Ugh. Luigi's glommed right now. I have fucking... I can't do this. No.
Man, I always feel glommed. It's terrible.
I guess I'll stream what I'm doing right now.
Oh, to be fair, I was actually leaning towards outro here, since we are already still streaming.
Yeah, you can do your outro.
Well, my outro is actually going to just be asking, what did you think of the first bit of this game, anyway?
I was actually more interested than I thought I would be.
I was curious, just because a big part of me doing this is maybe because I really want to know what exactly your perspective would be, as someone who really only looked at this from an outside perspective, and especially from a modern perspective, knowing that the series is kind of not that good nowadays.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I actually forgot to mention this. In the intro here, there's actually one point where Altair actually pulls out a crossbow, and that was actually a cut part of the game, actually.
Really?
He does not have a crossbow in this game, but in certain spin-offs, he actually does gain one. I think it was something that they were trying to program in there, but I think they just ran out of time before they could really implement it. In fact, I believe in the actual game, in the place where he would have those crossbow bolts there, they actually replaced it with the throwing knives that he actually has in his game, so that might have been the replacement. Since it might have been easier to program.
Alright, makes sense.
But yeah, just continue what you're saying there, sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Because yeah, like I said, the thing about this game is that again, it was very patient with what it wanted to do here. I think that's why it didn't work for everyone. Was just that like, if you want to really get into this game, you really need to accept that this game wasn't going to be as bombastic, as like action-packed, or even as like constantly like, changing, constantly like interesting as even like the Prince of Persia games. Like it's one that was very fixated on its own agenda, on its own ideas, and really wants you to take the time to understand and appreciate them. And that's sort of the reason why this game sort of has a false identity now, where it's kind of like, oh well, this was kind of the false start of the series. Assassin's Creed 2 was where the series truly started.
Yeah, no, I can already see like this game has like I can already see why this game got popular and why like, you know, why the second game is considered so much better.
Yeah, because for all the things that people will say like, oh, well, Assassin's Creed 2 was always the better one, we can always say that with hindsight, because at the time this game was of course very like it started a lot of trends, let's say that for sure. Like the things that this game did were only impressive because it was the first time they did it, and because the later games did that too, and some people said they did better. Because of that, it caused the impression that like this game doesn't have much to offer because Assassin's Creed 2 just does the same stuff and it does it better. So why go back to this one? Well, because it's arguable that this was the most unfettered vision of what the series was supposed to be.
Yeah, I can already tell like this is definitely a game that's been made out of love compared to like any other Assassin's Creed game I've ever like seen gameplay of, and it just doesn't look that good at all.
And as we'll see is that like, while the games after this aren't technically bad, you can definitely see where in a lot of them they really just tried to I often say that they tried to Hollywoodize it a lot, simplify certain concepts so it's easier for players to get into, while still keeping core values that people enjoyed from the first game, and still creating a cohesive story that they could follow along with. In many ways, the games were still building up to a pretty interesting story going on, and even though it might not be a direction everyone would have liked, it was still a direction nonetheless, and there were still things that you could appreciate, that you could still follow along with and still be invested in.
That, I mean, just again, from what I've seen of just the game, like the little stuff, like the fact there's no like actual like the fact the cutscenes are, you know, baked or like designed the way they are to be like, you know, where they aren't like designed like traditional cutscenes. The fact that, you know, the way the tutorials are laid out, where like, you know, where like the stuff like little stuff like falling into the haystack and seeing the other guy like get injured doing it, or like just having all these different mechanics be introduced that all like serve a different purpose, but all equal purpose.
And something that I'll say here is that I think the UI of this game is definitely the best in the series, like bar none. Every game afterwards sort of simplified it to a point where it was more understandable for players. Like the synchronization meter became more understandable, like, yeah, this is a health meter, and you increase health by using a healing potion or something like that. Like, it was actually medicine, but yeah. In the later games, like, why would you need medicine to bring back a synchronization gauge? How does that work? But like in this game, it was very much set on the on its goal, and I think that in many ways that's why many fans of this series kind of look back on this game a lot more nicely than they did at one point when most people were just really into Assassin's Creed 2, because it was a big new thing. And I think there's definitely a lot to explore when we get to that point where we talk about the hype of that game and how exactly it actually exceeded what people thought the series could be.
Yeah, it's like shit. It's again like I fucking just like, for me, like I've always heard mixed things about every Assassin's Creed game, to be honest. But just seeing this game, it's like, damn, I can see like how this gained the following, and it really does kind of get me curious. It really does. Like, just how did this get the shit?
Yeah, And that's what I definitely want to explore. I don't know how long this will go. I feel like I might stop around sometime around Unity or something like that. But if we're interested, we might just take a look at some of the other games. Like, obviously, I have my ways of finding all of them. I have a bunch of trash bin outside. I could just pluck them out and play them. Totally.
Yeah, totally.
But either way,
I condone piracy.
Either way, this is what I want to explore for next bit here, man. Hopefully, we'll get through this without too much time, so that we can get to
just move on to.
We can move on to the others
we can like
and see what those ones have to offer. But either way,
I can force I can force Ben to play fucking Trails of Cold Steel on stream.
Yeah, totally. Because to be fair, someday I might honestly replay those games on stream just to get a better perspective on them or something. But yeah,
like I would not wish the entire series on you, but honestly, I think it'd be pretty funny if I wished Cold Steel again on you.
Probably. Well, look forward to that in like 2053.
Yeah, 2053 when we're old men and making our own games.
Yeah, old men in Japanese terms.
Yeah, like, shit, I'd be down to like do like a dual Pokemon marathon where like we're both playing Pokemon at the same time.
Yeah, probably. Might make it easier for me to actually enjoy those games. But either way,
are you gonna exit the game? Don't exit the game, please.
I am going to exit the game, and and spoiler alert, I am also going to exit the stream. So
no.
Goodbye,
Adam
everyone.
Christian, what the fuck?